So what do you have for us, Lisa G?
Stern Show writer Benji Bronx says he plans to lose 50 pounds this year after starting the new year, weighing it at 206.5 pounds.
Yeah, I saw that on his Facebook.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yeah. He comes to life on that Facebook.
Right. He instructed his Facebook friends to only comment if they were Black, Hispanic, or Asian.
Yeah, he does a lot of material on Facebook that I don't even understand. I'm in the Benji world because of that Facebook. And he goes, I want to lose 50 pounds. If you want to comment, you have to be Black, Hispanic, or Asian. And I go, I don't get the joke. Oh, it's not a joke? Then what was that?
I just wanted, I wanted to see who, like, I just thought it'd be interesting. Like,
okay, all right. We're starting off great this year. I thought it'd be interesting to hear from Blacks and Hispanics.
What difference does it make?
I don't know. That's a very racist thing. I think he's trying to be funny, personally.
I do, too,
Yeah.
and he won't say that.
No, he's Andy Kaufman. He stays in character. The shtick is really working out well for him. Time to try. Here's your
Nobody
resolution.
knows his character.
Try a new shtick this year. Honestly, I love you, but try a new shtick. Like, try being real.
Maybe I'm not into real.
Yeah, but it's not. You've spent 45 years working on this persona, and you've gotten nowhere.
No, listen. It was just. It's like when I do something.
Your humor isn't working for you.
I'm not saying it's the funniest thing in the world. I was just having fun.
Yeah, but what is the fun?
I can't explain.
You're having fun
that.
writing that on Facebook and
Yes.
waiting for the responses?
I had fun deleting people that were white.
Okay.
How did you deleted me.
Hey, by the way, at least Benji. Oh, yeah, you wrote in and then.
I wrote something.
And he deleted you.
He deleted me.
Poor Lisa. At least Benji's date was normal at the holiday party this year. It was weird. It was like I was waiting for her to act out.
Everybody was like, oh, she's normal.
Based on the chick from last year who was practically, her dress was hiked up and Benji was practically fingering her at the party. Like, this one was kind of normal.
It's a date.
Pretty, too.
She's very pretty, and my last year's was very nice, too.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
Nobody said she wasn't nice.
I kind of missed the one from last year.
Very exciting.
I'll be honest with you. She was fun. By the way, how late did the party go that I threw?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I left when it was still going on.
I snuck out of there.
I left shortly after you did.
I thought
went
you left
to turn
before.
around to say goodnight to you, and you were already gone.
I'm like the Shadow. I'm like the Flash. My super speed gets me out of every situation. I was having a really good time, but I found that I was very tired. I drank a lot, and actually I didn't even drink that much. And it was around 10:30. And Beth said, okay, time to go. And I said, I think you're right. And then I looked around for you, and you were gone. I said,
I was
Robin.
sitting talking with John Hine and JD and
She what a fun group.
Will. And then I was like, okay, I'm getting tired.
They drained you.
And I got to get up in the morning. And so I said, let me go say goodnight to Howard and Beth. And I was informed that you had left.
Yeah, we didn't make any formal goodbyes. How about Ronnie? Ronnie was the goofiest of the party. Like, I got up, like Beth said to me, you should get up on the microphone and say a few words.
Yeah.
So I get up and I said a few words. And I said to Beth, I don't want to say a few words. I don't know why I need to say a few words. The party speaks for itself, and, we're all having a good time. But, all right, so she kept hocking me to get up there. So I got up and I made a speech. Who knows what I said? Just,
Well, you were gracious and nice, yeah.
And then Ronnie grabbed the microphone. No one was looking for him.
Oh, you didn't ask him to do that?
No. And he gets up there and he goes, I wish I had a tape of it. He goes, do you remember it, Lisa?
Just a lot of yelling.
He starts yelling, and then he goes, and the whole theme of his thing was, because he's a comedian now, you don't know what I have to put up with this guy, meaning me.
Right.
You have no idea what I have to put up. Toenail and fingernail clippings all over my car.
You're clipping your toenails in the car?
I don't have a nail clipper in the car. I've never clipped my nails in the car. Who knows what the fuck he's talking about? And then I even say to him, what are you talking about? He goes, your toenails and fingernails are all over the place. Who knows? Maybe one time I chewed my nail off and it ended up on the floor or something.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been a toenail, could it?
No. And it was a weird, angry speech about what he has to put up with driving me. And I'm like, you fucking asshole, sit down. What a dope. He reminds me of a certain relative of mine who always embarrasses himself whenever there's a group of people because he drinks too much.
Right.
I'm like, Ronnie, you're so lucky I get your whole thing.
But he always, I don't know, I thought you had asked him to do that.
No, he volunteered to get up and make a speech, and it was just a horrible speech. It's just horrible. And I was like, it's a good thing I have a sense of humor.
But what is it about drinking that makes him all of a sudden think he's a public speaker?
Well, what it is he got in with these strip clubs, and he became this persona.
But how many times have we pointed out to him that it's awful?
It doesn't matter. But wherever he is, he thinks he's opening up a Rick's Cabaret. So he gets up and he starts screaming. It's like, I can't even do it. He's like,
Right, it might as well not be a microphone because he's yelling to people.
He's like, He starts with that, and then he starts making insane comments into the microphone that aren't funny.
And nobody cares.
Hey, Alec?
Yeah.
I hope to have this in the next 2 minutes.
You have it?
Yeah, apparently Doug's got it, so he's sending it over right now.
I love
great.
Doug. Beautiful. You got to hear this fucking speech. Because I
don't remember. I just remember him yelling.
This is the greatest news I ever got. Doug got it.
Yeah, Doug's always got a recording device on him.
Son of a bitch, I said, don't record anything, and he got it. And now I don't know whether to be angry or happy. When it comes to Ronnie, I'm happy. I mean, wait till you hear. I mean, it's just the anger. First of all, I have been so good for this guy.
And I do recall thinking, why is he saying those things about Howard?
Because he thinks he's funny. He really thinks he has a sense of humor, and he's an entertaining guy. Because he goes to the strip clubs, and all the strippers tell him he's funny.
Play these things every time he does them. We point out how horrible they are.
But he thinks he's onto something, like Benji.
Does he think we're joking?
No. And all he had to do was stay seated.
No, nobody asked him to get up and say anything. And we thought we had cured him after Bubba's wedding, remember?
Yeah.
When we talked about how horrible he was there.
He was the worst at Bubba's wedding.
By the way, the other person who was kind of strange at the party was Jackie Martling.
Yeah, he was odd. It was weird. It was kind of sad, actually. I'm sitting. Oh, that's funny you bring this up. When we get the Ronnie tape, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
We should be commercial free today. I have too much to talk about. I got to the party, and I kind of said to myself, rather than kind of flitting around, I'm going to try to, whoever I speak with, have a real conversation. Which is why I left at 10:30, because after all that real conversation, my throat hurt. Like I couldn't talk anymore. I was dry. Like I never get to talk to Fred. And I vowed when I got over there, I said, I love Fred.
And actually, we were having a really nice conversation, but there's one thing about you I got to say. You turn your back for a second, which I did, and you get deluged by tons of people, and I couldn't get back to you.
It's hard for me to have a real I was having a real conversation with Fred, but somebody always comes over and interrupts.
Well,
that's like Jay Thomas.
That's the curse of being you. Is everybody wants FaceTime with you, and they've got to have.
See, I thought there was something wrong with me that I'm unable to carry on conversation, but I realize it's not me. People really are anxious to talk to me.
They really want to talk to you, and some of them have things to say, and others just want to talk.
So one of my goals was to really talk to Fred and have a drink with him because I love Fred.
And it was nice.
And Fred's a great guy, and Fred's been my friend for now 30-something years. And so I really said to Beth, I really want to talk to Fred. I got there, started talking to Fred. 2 seconds later, I'm not talking to Fred. And I don't know when I'm ever going to have this real conversation with Fred, but
next year.
Maybe. It's like the same conversation I want to have with my father, but we never seem to get to it. Either my mother interrupts.
We should have a summit, me, you, and your dad.
Why not? Yeah, just the three of you get together.
There was a day I actually drove to my parents' house where I was going to have a real conversation with my dad. I said, I really want to know things about him. So I get to my parents' house, I sit down with my dad and my mom and talk to my mom and talk to my dad. Then I start this very heavy conversation with my father. And 2 seconds later, my mother goes, I don't feel good. Ben, I need water. So I go, what? I need water. I feel dizzy. Then it all became about her again, and we couldn't.
She didn't completed that conversation.
No, so I have this fantasy that I'm going to get my father alone at some point, which will never happen.
I was going to say, have you ever just said, Dad, hey, why don't you and I do something?
No, it would hurt my mother too much, and then my psychiatrist said that your mother's going to have to deal with it. I said, well, I tried, and she got dizzy.
She knows how to bring you back.
But anyway, with Fred, it's like the same thing. I really had made a plan and there were people I want, like you, I want to have a conversation, but it's impossible. Because suddenly I'm the belle of the ball.
You are.
I'm
You're
Mr.
Cinderella.
Popular. Yeah, I'm Cinderella. And believe me, as a guy who grew up not famous, I'm the furthest thing from the belle of the ball. I don't know how this all happened. Trust me, I remember many parties where I sat in a corner.
But that whole time you were saying to yourself, everybody should be talking to me. I'm the most interesting one here.
And you were right.
I was walking around. We're having hors d'oeuvres, and the party was great. I have to say, we had tons of food. Everywhere you went, there was tons of food. And to me, you see, this is what I explained. To me, when I go to parties, I can't stand when there isn't food. So this party that I threw, every 2 feet you went, there was a tray full of food. And then you went over and there was a oyster bar, a shrimp bar, a sushi, a this, a that, the other thing. I make sure Robin had a vegetarian.
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs, which are fabulous.
I tried them.
Place called Lore. My friend John owns it. It's great, and it was a wonderful party.
You must have made them crazy, though, about having something for me, because practically at the front door they gave me
I said,
food.
And please, dear God, consider Robin, for Christ's sake. She got aced out of the McCartney concert. She's got to be considered. Yeah, I made him crazy.
And I said, look, can I take off my coat?
No. Second she walked in, I had them hand Robin a cantaloupe and a broccoli head. A whole head of broccoli and vegetables.
I had so much shrimp. Man.
I said, I want vegetables coming out of her ass. Yeah.
I had so much. I ate so much at the appetizers. I never made it to the buffet.
Right.
Shrimp, sushi, crab legs, mussels, everything.
Fabulous,
it was
right?
unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable. All right, go to Gary page 1 in blue.
Oh, the Ronnie.
For
Okay,
Ronnie.
all right. I'll get to that in a second, but I did want to make the point about Jackie Robin
Yes.
brought up. So I'm at the party, and I'm, making sure to talk to everyone. I, of course, invited Jackie. He's part of the channels. And he's there with some new girlfriend.
Right.
Attractive girl.
Very hot.
Very nice. And he's sitting in one of the booths because we had the whole restaurant rented out. I go, hey, Jackie. Hey, boss. I'm still boss. Some boss.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I got rid of you. You don't have to call me boss. So I said, I'm not going to blow by Jackie. Jackie always feels dismissed. So I sit down in the booth, and I'm talking to Jackie and his girlfriend. And Jackie said, isn't she beautiful? I go, Jackie, she's very beautiful. Hey, well, look at me. I'm 62 years old. And we're having a conversation. And this was part of my plan, to have real conversation with people, to make a connection. So I'm talking to Jackie, and this. So then Jackie goes, hey, Howard. Thank you for sitting down with me.
I know, he always makes you feel like
you shouldn't.
Something horrible has gone on in the past.
Yeah.
And thank you for not doing it again.
So I go, Jackie, why are you thanking me? It's embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting with me. Like, he always has a chip on his shoulder. Right. This guy, I never could figure him out all the years I worked with him. He always has a chip on his shoulder. Like, in other words, thank you. Normally a guy like you wouldn't sit with me. Thank you for sitting with me.
Yeah.
I'm a friend of his. I worked with him for years. Why wouldn't I be sitting with him? Why would you thank me for sitting with you?
You invited him to your party.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Thanks for inviting me. I didn't expect to be invited. And it's always this. And then, all of a sudden, a Paul McCartney song popped into my head. And this is crazy. The song was, you took your lucky break and broke it in two. And that's all I could think of.
It was
the
your
song,
first mistake. You took your lucky break and
It
broke
was
it
your
in two.
first mistake.
Yeah.
Too Many People is the name of the song.
Yeah.
I would like you to play some of that in a minute.
I think he wrote that about the Beatles breaking up.
Well, too many people, you took your lucky break, you broke it in two. And whenever I think of Jackie now, I keep thinking you took your lucky break and you broke it in two. And I tell you, his lucky break was me and this show. He had a great thing going, and we had a great thing going with him. And he took it and broke, because it's gone. Yeah. It's never going to happen again. If the whole planet left, I still won't work with him.
And I think he really thinks I'm keeping him off the show.
No, it's me who's keeping him off the show. I'm relieving you of that.
That was the vibe I got when I saw him.
No, it's me. I can't put up with it anymore. But why would you take your lucky break and break it in two? When he's sitting there thanking me in the booth, I go, Jackie, stop it.
And he makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So you can't stay around him.
No. Oh, I had to get out of there. Ronnie's speech was just spectacular.
Totally uncalled for.
And it's so funny because we always tell him how inappropriate he is and how he makes a fool out of himself when he's drunk, and yet he's almost like a Klansman who can't help himself get up at the rally and scream about the N-word and the Jews and the whole thing. It's like he just can't help himself. So, like, I made this heartfelt speech about, I'm so glad we're all together and all this. And then Ronnie got up and just grabbed the microphone. And I go, oh, here's Ronnie to make a speech. And I thought he was going to say something nice. But again, he gets in that strip club mode. Hey, what's this new mustache look, man? I hate it.
Uh-oh, he's got some handlebars.
You hate everything about me, so what's the difference?
Hey, isn't the feeling mutual? Someone said to me, why do you think Ronnie made that speech about you? I said, because Ronnie's jealous and hates me.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Well, it's true. It all came out.
What's wrong with you, dude?
What a horrible speech you made.
You were the one...
It wasn't a roast, Ronnie. You're trying to be a funny persona.
I wasn't... Listen. You were the one who said to me, go make a speech.
I didn't tell you to make a speech.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
You were standing there. Look, I said, you want to make a speech. Go ahead.
Dude, we were standing all the way in the back, and I was talking to you, and you go, well, I think it's time I make a speech. He goes, I think you should make one, too. You should come up. I'm going to call you. I go, no, dude, I'm not going to do that this year.
I don't remember that.
Involved. What?
And I wasn't drunk. You were. I had one drink.
So that I only had 2 drinks when I saw you.
You mean you weren't drunk when you made this speech?
No.
This is a sober Ronnie?
Yeah. Listen to this speech. This is the most amazing
you're
speech.
So full of shit.
Well, the people listen to it. Maybe I am full of shit. We're going to find out.
You told me to make the speech.
Well, did you have to make that speech? Let's say I did tell you to make a speech.
Saying something nice about somebody.
I got a persona because of a strip club. Stop it now.
Dude.
What is
you
this?
have a whole personality that you put on.
Howard.
Please stop it now.
What would have been wrong with saying, you know what, Howard and I have had a pretty good 25-year run. He's my friend, and
it's a great party,
and all of you here are a friend, but you always have to be the court jester. Now you got the mustache of a court jester.
I didn't want to make a speech. You were the one who told me to make the speech.
Well, you certainly made one.
Okay.
The truth came out.
Oh, yeah, the truth came out.
You had to do it.
Okay,
you chose what to say.
Oh, shut up, you.
No, I wrote this speech.
I had to help you up the stairs. You couldn't even walk.
What are you talking about?
You heard of Johnny Carson? This is Ronnie.
She had a good time. She was so drunk. She couldn't. You were gone already?
Yeah.
You had to see her leaving the place. She was falling down the stairs.
Full of
really?
He's out of his mind. He's standing on the stairs. When you walk out, you can't get around.
Right.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
Robin, you heard of Johnny Carson? This is Ronnie Carson.
I had to help her into a car.
He
Come on.
did not do anything.
Yeah, But you see how he has his perceptions
Yeah, like I walked up the steps and said, "Oh, what are you doing standing out here?"
I mean, it was a lovely party. That's some speech.
It was great. I said it was a great party.
Listen
Thanks
to this
for coming to my party.
Here's the speech. Yeah, that was the other thing.
Thank you, boss. Yeah!
There's that yeah thing he does. He does that everywhere. You know what it is? He goes to these strip clubs.
Right.
And they he thinks he's going over the footlights.
But you know who he is? He's Hank Kingsley.
Right.
Who's that?
Those who need to know, no. You don't need to know. From Larry Sanders.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here we go.
Never was.
25 years I'm with this man.
5 years I'm with this man.
25.
No, 25 years.
25 years I'm with this man.
You don't know how I did it.
I don't know how I did
Yeah,
it.
you're so horrible.
Farts in the car.
Farts in the car.
He cuts his nails in the car.
Cuts his nails in his car. He's been going around saying that forever. I don't even have a nail clipper anywhere near your car. Where do I clip? Why do you keep telling people I clip my nails and fart in your car?
I don't know.
That's
I
what
made it up. I made it up.
Well, I don't know. Do I clip my nails? I've never clipped my nails in your car.
Okay.
Maybe I bit a nail off one time.
All right.
You find nail clippings all the time in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know how they get there, dude.
Okay. All right. My persona. I made it up.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who would make something like that
I don't own a nail
up?
clipper in your
Who
car.
would make something
I don't
like
have
that
a
up,
nail
dude?
clipper. I don't have a nail
Yes,
clipper.
you do in your little bag. You have a nail clipper.
Go find one. If you find one now, I'll give you $500.
So every day in the car, he takes it out.
I didn't say every day. Did I say every day?
So how often do you find these toenails or
tell me.
or
I don't know.
fingernails
Once in a
your car?
while.
That's amazing to me.
Once in a while.
Okay. You find nail clippings once in a while.
I'll
back
save them for you next time.
Please do.
I will.
When's the last time you saw them?
I don't know exactly. It's been a while.
How many years? Or weeks?
Not years. Not years.
Like what? A day ago? A week ago?
No, maybe 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's amazing.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, boss. Yeah.
By the way, the reason you don't get in the car anymore is because I retired you.
Okay.
With your security business, where I'm the only client.
All right, calm down.
How many clients you got in that security business?
Few.
No, me. Period.
All right. Just
Who else?
Okay, don't worry about it.
Me.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Okay.
Well, now I'm really confused. He finds all this stuff in the car, but he doesn't drive you.
Right. But he must examine the car.
I drive him.
Well, maybe somebody else is clipping their nails back there when you're not in the car. You ever think of that?
Like who?
I don't know.
Nobody else is in the car except you.
I don't know. Maybe the other driver.
I don't know either.
Moonlighting.
Maybe.
This is some speech.
Oh.
You got a personality
Dude,
like a mole rat.
You asked me to make the fucking speech, okay?
I just want to thank everybody for coming to my party. It's been a great night. It's going to be better. Right, Brian? Yeah!
What is that?
That's Brian.
That's his personality.
No, that was Brian.
No, that was you and him going at each other. Like
Okay.
two caribou.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds like mating. I wish an animal.
It's a mating called
I
retards.
wish an animal had come up and bent him over.
It's the yell of a married guy out for the night. That's his old married guy persona.
Sorry, I had fun.
We have a very special guest here tonight. Get up there again. Bubba the Love Sponge wife is here.
Ronnie was very impressed with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
Yes.
Heather was
The
there.
beautiful Heather.
Beautiful Heather.
Stand up and take a bow. We haven't seen you in a long time.
All the people, that's who he was zeroed in on, Bubba's wife.
Exactly.
Yeah. And did you take her over to Rick's Cabaret?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Or you did, and you're just not saying?
No.
Then why are you making that
I'm
face?
saying no.
You took her over.
I did not.
The next night, didn't you?
Did not.
She told you not to tell Bubba?
I didn't take her anywhere. I didn't take her
Did
anywhere.
you meet her somewhere?
No.
Did you meet her at Rick's Cabaret?
No. No.
Mr. Rick's over there.
Yeah, Mr. Riggs.
Everybody have a good time.
That's the Ronnie speech. Everybody have a good time.
Everybody, let's dance.
He hates my guts.
I don't hate your guts.
Of course you do.
What's wrong with you?
You don't know you do? You're not in touch with that aspect of you?
Oh, my God, man. You are psycho, aren't you?
No.
Why would you say such a thing?
Well, after listening to this speech, what would you say?
I don't know how I put up with this guy 25 years.
Oh, it's a joke. Come on. What's wrong? What is wrong with you?
Ronnie Carson. There's your personality.
It was a joke. Everybody heard you say to me, I said to you, I didn't want to make a speech.
Okay.
Okay?
What's the difference?
And everybody heard you say to me,
get up and say
get up
something
there and
nice.
make a speech.
What is your new mustache about? Fu Manchu?
I like it.
What is it? When you have time off, you just start growing hair?
Yeah, I'm growing everything.
Look how sculpted it is. It's so sculpted.
That's right. I'm Hulk Hogan now.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's right.
With a, what do you call it under your lip? What is that called?
The soul patch.
Soul patch.
Exactly.
And Fu Manchu.
And don't forget the sideburns.
Big
dude.
long sideburn.
Right, yeah, he's doing all kinds
Country
of
Western now.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, man.
You know, you look like Billy Bob Thornton.
Good. I don't get you, man. I really don't.
You
Why are
should
you
have been in
breaking my
True Grit.
balls for?
I'm going to do a remake of True Grit. Third remake with him. He's going to be Rooster
Yeah, it's going to be
Cogburn.
called True Shit.
Okay. All right, get out of here. Never make a speech again
All right.
in front of me. All right, thank you. There's Ronnie, the limo driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say dildo.
Yeah. How do you make that noise? Good Lord.
Howard, you know, him and Brian, I don't know what they have going on.
Nothing.
But at my book party, that's how they had been out drinking for like 2 hours before. That's how they entered, with those noises.
It's great.
Yeah!
Hey, nice start to the new year, right?
Of course.
Do you feel
that was coming?
Do you feel he exaggerates the truth?
You know it's the exaggeration.
Well, I mean, there's tape.
So what?
I mean, there's tape of you
So what? I don't care.
carrying on and being
I don't
ridiculous.
Care. I don't care. Watch the wall, man.
Oh, I'm still good.
Yeah.
By the way, I really do love Jack and Rod with using my Dick Clark impression.
Yeah!
My new thing.
Keep the noise down in here, will you?
So it seems like every time you make a speech, Howard seems to have a problem with it. He doesn't like the way
I
you...
didn't want to make a speech. Let's get that straight, number one. Okay?
Okay. You didn't want to make a speech, but you did.
I told him. He asked me, make a speech. I go, no, I'm not doing that. He goes, go ahead, don't worry about it.
So he kind of suckered you into this?
Yeah, of course.
But he doesn't like the fact that
And you know
have
where
this...
else he did that to me? He did that to me at Jason's wedding. Same thing.
And then he sandbagged you on the air?
Exactly.
Now, his criticism doesn't seem to be so much as... It seems to be
Yeah, what is this? I hate him now.
Well,
what's that?
It seems like he feels as though you put on a persona when you get on stage. You have this party guy persona, like when you make appearances at various strip clubs around the country.
It's not Gary.
Whoa. Hey.
Giants lost.
But
They're done. Get the hat off.
But when you when you get on stage, it doesn't seem like he has a problem with you actually making the speech per se. It's the way you carry yourself once you're up on stage.
I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be on. I didn't want to make a speech. I wanted to be at the party. That was it. I didn't want to make a speech.
So you're a reluctant, grandstander. You don't want to be up on that soapbox, but you inevitably end up there.
Whatever.
So you're against your will, and you're just adapting. You're trying to do the best you can.
Whatever. It wasn't my idea. Okay.
But do you think there's something subconsciously in your head
that you keep rambling on, don't you?
I'm commenting on some of the things Howard theorized about. I mean, do you feel as though subconsciously you feel like you have to get the party started, or
no? Not
maybe
at all. Obviously, he thinks I got to get the party started.
And this feeling that you hate him or that you resent him.
I don't hate him. How does he dare say that?
You're the opposite of that. You love him.
Exactly.
So much so that every time he goes on break, you like to change your look up for him. Like
exactly. Yeah,
perhaps,
for him. Yeah.
Perhaps dye your beard.
I want to bring attention to myself.
Right. Yeah. Change up that beard. Maybe the facial hair patterns.
Right. Okay. We're done. We're done now.
Steve, you've probably covered many press conferences and seen people speak in public in a public forum.
That wasn't a public forum. It was a private
I'm just saying, does Ronnie have what it takes to really MC and really lead and grandstand and carry on? Does he have that type of stage persona?
Tell him your favorite line. Go ahead. No.
It is no secret that I love listening to Ronnie. And at that beautiful party, Ronnie was one of the highlights for me. I love listening to Ronnie. I could listen to him read the phone book.
There you go. That's his famous line.
Now, why do you get such a kick out of Ronnie's...
He makes me laugh constantly.
And that's what a true MC or a ringleader like Ronnie should.
Ringleader, I like that.
When he's given the mic, when he's given the floor, that's what he should do, right?
He's just unbelievable. When you listen just now on the show, if you cut up the sound bites from him, it's magic. It's gold.
You hear that, John? It's gold.
What's gold?
My speeches, they're gold. Anything I say, according to Steve on the air, it's gold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You come on wrap up today?
I'll try.
Please.
Right.
That's gold.
So you're saying in a way you're kind of like the King Midas of public speaking.
He's
absolutely
he's the best. Every time Ronnie comes on, when I'm in the back room there listening, I stop.
So why don't you think Howard understands the true gold that Ronnie possesses?
He does understand, you idiot. Why do you think he puts me on, you fool?
But this is why I wanted to bring my recorder. You understand? For you.
Well, obviously somebody did record it, so.
And you didn't break their shit.
I don't know who it was.
It was Goodstein.
Of course it's Goodstein.
Yeah, it's Goodstein. Yeah.
Crazy.
Sorry to hear that.
What's wrong with him?
Only because of the game. Only because
you're
the game
really getting into that.
gives me no choice but to do it. Okay.
Excellent. Moving on.
Is she dead yet?
She is dead. Next question is from Joseph M. on Facebook. He asks, what do you want to do once the Stern Show ends?
You. Every night.
So sweet.
As long as Richie Wilson doesn't kill me.
You're going to have to clear that with Richie.
What do I want to do? I want to continue to write with Richard Christie, put shows together, comedy, perhaps work for a television show like Jimmy Kimmel, certainly pursue stand-up, and just continue within that vicinity, in the entertainment industry in some capacity.
Sounds good. Maybe you'll be the next Ronnie Mund.
I said entertainment.
Next question is Kim S. also on Facebook.
Kim S.
She says, Sal,
Yes.
tell me one thing you love about your wife. Really love, no jokes. Can you?
Yes, of course. My wife is a spectacular and awesome mother. Really, really great. That's one. I could tell you a few.
Give me another.
I think she's absolutely beautiful. I think she has a great personality. And I also think if it wasn't for her, 80% of my material would be out the window. She always says to me that, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have anything. And to some point, that's true. The price that we pay for that is a different story. But it's certainly the truth. She's really good.
She's a good source of your comedy.
Yeah, she's got a good sense of humor.
So romantic. Next one also from Twitter is from Roger. He says, how did you ever pass the Series 7 exam?
I studied every day. I actually made it a job. I got up at 9 in the morning and I went to my kitchen table and I stayed there till 5 p.m. And the only time I took a break was at noon, like I took a lunch break, and I would put on The Price is Right during my lunch break. And I watched The Price is Right, and then I went back to studying, and I studied real hard. I crammed it all in, and I got an 86 first time out.
Nice. Do you think if you took it again today without preparing, you'd pass it?
68. It would take some time, but I could certainly pass it again.
Nice. Next question also from Twitter is from Stacy. Stacy says, is Gary still eating black and white cookies with crumbs running down his chin?
Well, I would have to say yes, I am. I love them, and there's nothing better to put me to sleep quicker than a good old batch of black and white cookies right after I'm done playing solitaire, boy.
Sorry to wake you up. Next one came in from Facebook. This is from Scott M.
Oh, Scott.
From Scott. Sal, what do you do all day other than the prank calls?
Well, that's a good question. We do song parodies. We listen to listener submissions. We put bits together. We put games together, like the Debbie the game today. We also write when people go out on the street. Rich and I actually go on the street a lot, so we're constantly coming up with new concepts for the street, like Occupy Wall Street, like going to Harlem, talking about topical topics there. While the show is on, during the course of the show, I and Richard also send Howard jokes and media during the course of the show through Will and Steve on the computer. We submit jokes for other people as well, like Evil Dave. When George Takei comes in, we write the announces for him. So constantly doing stuff.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Jose N on Facebook says, has there ever been one call that you really loved but couldn't play it on the show?
Yes, there are quite a few, and there's one in particular that we really love. It took about 6 months to produce. It involved many characters on the show, like Wood Yee, like Craig Gass doing his Gene Simmons impersonation, and we just couldn't play it. This call was so good that Gary reached out to this particular person. They do have a product that they sell as well, and even gave that person the opportunity to come on the show and be interviewed about it, provided that we could play the prank call. Still didn't happen. There are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say lately it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65, yeah.
Can we go back to the Series 7 question?
Yeah.
Dumb as a rock. Michael G
God.
tweeted us.
So embarrassed.
Sal, is your hair growing back with a fake propecia?
Feel it. What do you think?
It actually looks good. It looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't feel it before. So
Well, it was called Propecia, and I got it from India. I went to this website online because Propecia is very expensive, and I can't afford it. So I looked online, and I received this Indian Propecia called Apecia. And I tried that for a little bit, but I was getting some wacky side effects. So I stopped that, but what I'm doing now is I'm doing Rogaine twice a day. I do the Rogaine foam. Get right in the peaks, rub it in, go to the back. How's the back look?
It looks good.
Yeah, fill it up there. That's it. And then, and just the opposite on my balls, it's nair. Gets all the hair out. So bald here, full there. It's a match made in heaven, ladies. Match made in heaven.
Next is from Live and Uncut on Twitter. If you had to choose either your wife or Richard to live with for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Wow, that is a great, great question. Sorry, buddy.
Hey.
But I'm going to have to live with you for the rest of my life.
You pick me?
Do I stutter, Ed?
Thanks, honey.
I'm going to... Well, you know, I've had my wife for quite a long time. I've known my wife for 16 years now, and I've only known Richard for 7. So to be fair and to balance it out, I have to give him at least 9 more. So, yeah. Welcome aboard, babe. You're in.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, sweetie. Anything.
I want to thank Sal for answering all the questions that you, the fans, provided. Keep sending your questions in via Twitter, Facebook, email, and video submission. And remember that this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next week, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time.
I know I did.
Thank you very much for that.
Shut the cameras off. Jesus.
Richie!
No, Richie. Bye.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staff, Whack Packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, when the guys at Howard TV first conceived the show, my guest today was one of the first names that popped up as a must-have. Now, it's not because of any one particular thing that he does, it's because he has utter and complete verbal diarrhea. You may love him, you may hate him, but you certainly know what his penis looks like. His phony phone calls are instant classics, and his least favorite number is 143. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sal, the stockbroker, Governale.
Rachel Fine!
Sal Governale. Oh, you're not falling for
Okay.
that. Let's just...
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay,
Little
sit down.
You feel warm?
Not falling for that again.
Fresh and warm.
Just sit down. Are you ready to answer some fan questions?
I am ready. I'm ready for anything that you ask me.
Fantastic. Can I keep your eyes in this general direction?
Yes.
All right, first question comes from JM on Twitter. He wants to know, how did you feel when you got hired by Howard?
Extremely excited, Rachel, but at first, to be honest, I thought it was a prank because Gary pranked me 5 years prior. You know, they got me pretty good on the show. I was working on Wall Street, and I was actually that day writing jokes for Artie Lang because he was doing the Donald Trump roast. And I was kind of bummed out, you know, that Win John's job just ended, the great Richard Christie won, which was the greatest thing to happen to the show. And I got a call, like, hello, you know, Howard was thinking, we'd like to give you a shot here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Sure enough, I got invited into the show, and it's been 7 years later. So it's been great.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, thank you.
Next question came in from Facebook. This is from John R. He says, F, marry, kill, Richard, Howard, and Robin, and explain your reasons.
Okay. Well, definitely marry Richard because I love him, and he's my second wife. I would probably fuck Howard because it would make for great radio. Robin, you won't believe what happened to me last night. What, Howard? Sal fucked me up the ass. Oh, my God, don't tell me that. Yes, he did. And I would, unfortunately, because of the game, have no choice but to kill Robin.
That hurts.
Sorry, Robin.
That's crazy.
Sorry to hear that.
What's wrong with him?
Only because of the game. Only because
you're
the game
really getting into that.
gives me no choice but to do it. Okay.
Excellent. Moving on.
Is she dead yet?
She is dead. Next question is from Joseph M. on Facebook. He asks, what do you want to do once the Stern Show ends?
You. Every
that is
night.
So sweet.
As long as Richie Wilson doesn't kill me.
You're going to have to clear that with Richie.
What do I want to do? I want to continue to write with Richard Christie, put shows together, comedy, perhaps work for a television show like Jimmy Kimmel, certainly pursue stand-up, and just continue within that vicinity in the entertainment industry in some capacity.
Sounds good. Maybe you'll be the next Ronnie Mund.
I said entertainment.
Next question is Kim S. also on Facebook.
Kim S.
She says, Sal,
Yes.
tell me one thing you love about your wife. Really love, no jokes. Can you?
Yes, of course. My wife is a spectacular and awesome mother. Really, really great. That's one. I could tell you a few.
Give me another.
I think she's absolutely beautiful. I think she has a great personality. And I also think if it wasn't for her, 80% of my material would be out the window. She always says to me that, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have anything. And to some point, that's true. The price that we pay for that is a different story.
Good shot!
But it's certainly the truth. She's really good.
She's a good source of your comedy.
Yeah, she's got a good sense of humor.
So romantic. Next one also from Twitter is from Roger. He says, how did you ever pass the Series 7 exam?
I studied every day. I actually made it a job. I got up at 9 in the morning and I went to my kitchen table and I stayed there till 5 p.m. And the only time I took a break was at noon, like I took a lunch break, and I would put on The Price is Right during my lunch break. And I watched The Price is Right, and then I went back to studying, and I studied real hard. I crammed it all in, and I got an 86 first time out.
Nice. Do you think if you took it again today without preparing, you'd pass it?
68. It would take some time, but I could certainly pass it again.
Nice. Next question also from Twitter is from Stacy. Stacy says, is Gary still eating black and white cookies with crumbs running down his chin?
I would have to say yes, I am. I love them, and there's nothing better to put me to sleep quicker than a good old batch of black and white cookies right after I'm done playing solitaire, boss.
Sorry to wake you up. Next one came in from Facebook. This is from Scott M.
Oh, Scott.
From Scott. Sal, what do you do all day other than the prank calls?
Well, that's a good question. We do song parodies. We listen to listener submissions. We put bits together. We put games together, like the Debbie the Come game today. We also write when people go out on the street. Rich and I actually go out on the street a lot, so we're constantly coming up with new concepts for the street, like Occupy Wall Street, like going to Harlem, talking about topical topics there. While the show is on, during the course of the show, I and Richard also send Howard jokes and media during the course of the show through Will and Steve on the computer. We submit jokes for other people as well, like Evil Dave. When George Takei comes in, we write the announces for him. So constantly doing stuff.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Jose N on Facebook says, has there ever been one call that you really loved but couldn't play it on the show?
Yes, there are quite a few, and there's one in particular that we really love. It took about 6 months to produce. It involved many characters on the show, like Wood Yee, like Craig Gass doing his Gene Simmons impersonation, and we just couldn't play it. This call was so good that Gary reached out to this particular person. They do have a product that they sell as well, and even gave that person the opportunity to come on the show and be interviewed about it, provided that we could play the prank call. Still didn't happen. There are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say lately it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65? Yeah.
Can we go back to the Series 7 question?
Yeah.
Michael G tweeted us.
So embarrassed.
Sal, is your hair growing back with a fake propecia?
Feel it. What do you think?
It actually looks good. It looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't feel it before. So
well, it was called alopecia, and I got it from India. I went to this website online because propecia is very expensive, and I can't afford it. So I looked online, and I received this Indian propecia called alopecia. And I tried that for a little bit, but I was getting some wacky side effects. So I stopped that, but what I'm doing now is I'm doing Rogaine twice a day. I do the Rogaine foam. Get right in the peaks, rub it in, go to the back. How's the back look?
It looks good.
Yeah, fill it up there. That's it. And then, and just the opposite on my balls and cock. It's nair. Gets all the hair out. So bald here, full there. It's a match made in heaven, ladies. Match made in heaven.
Next is from Live and Uncut on Twitter. If you had to choose either your wife or Richard, all the questions that you, the fans, provided. Keep sending your questions in via Twitter, Facebook, email, and video submission. And remember that this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next week, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time.
I know I did.
Thank you very much for that.
Shut the cameras off. Jesus.
Richie!
No Richie. Bye.
Joe Frazier dead at the age of 67. He passed away yesterday after a battle with cancer. He was a great fighter and had 3 legendary fights with Muhammad Ali.
Knocked Ali on his ass. Legendary left hook, right? He had a very strong...
Yeah, nobody ever saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Boxing was always a huge deal in my house. My father always watched the fights, and I remember being in 4th grade. It was the first Ali-Frazier fight, which I couldn't see. But, when I started working on the show, and we got Joe Frazier to come on the show, I was excited because Joe was a huge deal. He was one of the great boxers of my generation. Ali was the greatest, but you always need a great opponent to show how great you are. And that was, Frazier was that for Ali, so I loved having Joe Frazier on the show.
I think a true boxing fan would say that boxing skills, strictly boxing skills, and a powerful left hook, Frazier might have it over him.
Of course he does.
Ability-wise.
I just watched a documentary about the last fight between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. And there were a lot of things at the time I was growing up that I didn't know about Joe Frazier that I have learned in the interim. And he really was an incredibly generous guy, a guy who loved people, and he loved being a star, and he was incredibly unrecognized.
People say you're a soft touch, that whoever needed help, you would just give them your money.
That's right, whatever.
And now
if I think he's worth it. I love people.
You do. You like greeting the people, talking to them. You're a champion, and that's it.
The one thing that always came through with Joe that I found interesting was he really never got over the fact that he didn't get the respect he deserved, especially from Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali has said, if your manager hadn't thrown in the towel, he doubts he could have gotten up to finish the fight. It was the only thing that saved him was you throwing in the towel. And you didn't want to throw in any towel. No. Some doctor said that if you took another punch, your brain would explode. Yeah, and you said, fuck that, I'm going in the ring. Would you fight Muhammad Ali right now? Why not? Why don't we set it up? Kick that motherfucker's ass once and for all.
Fight number 4?
Fight number 4. Grill in Manila, right here. I'll set it up.
Joe Frazier was one of the greatest boxers, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I remember being a kid, watching those fights with Ali, and he was the only guy who could really stand toe-to-toe with Ali. But those fights, man, were just legendary. And the great thing about Joe Frazier wasn't only his boxing acumen, but he was a real personality, which is no small feat because Ali was such a big personality with the rhyming and all the things that he did. But Joe was just a funny guy who had a great sense of humor, and when he came on this show, you got to see that side of him in a lot of ways.
I said, this scam booger.
Right.
He's talking about me like...
Say it.
He don't like me.
Holy mackerel.
But I said, give me the power.
Yeah.
The energy to know how to kill that scam booger.
Ali is, the greatest of all time. I still say he's the greatest of all time, but Joe Frazier is pretty damn close to that.
Called you a gorilla and made
that was after.
That was after.
Yeah, before was when the money
after,
came.
and then he
After he called him a gorilla.
Joe has been such a great guest on our show over the years. Responsible.
A great friend to the show.
He is. He's the greatest. And I told you, he's the greatest boxer of all time, and he's the greatest guy of all time. Robin's in love with Muhammad Ali.
Oh, stop
She's over there looking at his magic tricks, telling him he's a genius. He was doing magic tricks for her.
Told me you give it. I say it's too goddamn late for them tricks now, man. You should have had them tricks.
He was trying to
had them tricks 20 years ago. He was trying to get that left hook way, you know what I mean?
He was trying to show you the magic trick.
Yeah, he was trying. I told him it's too late.
It's too late. No magic.
Well, every time Joe Frazier came in, he always said hello to me and hugged me like he knew me, but I'm pretty sure he didn't know my name and never remember me. But he was such a nice guy. His entourage was great. I loved his son Marvis. I loved his nephew that turned out to not really be his nephew. Tyrone used to come in a lot, and all the people that were with him. We're really just a nice group of people.
That's right. Let me sing the praises of the Lord off key. Thank you. Now go ahead, Marvis. Take over.
Well, Lord is good, man. He woke us up this morning. Howard, he gave us a new day. Look how God has blessed you.
Marvis, you preach like you box.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is going on over there?
Yeah.
You got to get in the ring, man. You're putting me to sleep.
Joe Frazier, not only was he a phenomenal boxer, but he was one of the best guests ever on the Howard Stern Show. He just lit up the airwaves when he was on the air. So funny, so charismatic, and just so great top to bottom.
You won't lick a girl's vagina?
No, not right now.
And you never done any gay stuff, right? In your whole life? Never.
Oh, no.
Never.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I love Joe on the show because Joe was just funny. There was that time he came in and he started talking about spoopledoop, which I think was really funny. And then I always thought when he accidentally fell, even though people falling isn't funny, it really is. And when Joe accidentally fell and we made that the end of our CBS TV show for like 2 years, sort of like Mary Tyler Moore's cat meowing at the end. I love that. Joe just came in, he always had a story, whether it was cutting his toe off in the lawnmower or a lot of things. But, Joe was just a part of the family.
What does that mean when a man has 4 or 5 different wives?
Not doing the job.
He's not doing the job, right? The women he's not doing the. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Amen.
He had a great sense of humor about himself and about the situations he was put in. So whether it was bringing in, Marvis or someone else, or him just coming in on his own, he was an entertainer first, and that's why he succeeded. You almost forgot he was a legendary boxer who can beat the crap out of anybody around. He was more of an entertainer. You saw that personality shine, and Howard really took to it. And of course, Howard saying that Joe Frazier was the greatest of all time, knowing Robin was such a big Ali guy, always made it interesting. So even though Howard doesn't know anything about sports, he did know about Smoking Joe Frazier.
You know why they remember you? Because you pounded him so bad, all he could do is one magic trick. And it's the same goddamn magic trick.
I told him as
He made says he will always remember Frazier with respect and admiration. Ali, who was involved in 3 legendary fights with Frazier, also said the world has lost a great champion.
Right.
George Foreman.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a dead bee.
Yo, Frazier got me, can't you see?
Joe, even though you're gone, your voice will live on with the Stern Show, and we miss you, buddy.
Rest in peace, pal.
Your black heart, so sweet.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Joe?
How are y'all? Hello, Howard, world. How y'all been? My name is Joe Frazier. Welcome once again. We have one of the greatest pugilists of this fistic era. Not in the Vietnam smoking. Hey, good morning, y'all.
Do you reveal your penis size in this book?
Huh?
You got a big one, right? You got a big...
My fits?
Not fits. You know what I'm talking about.
Something to
I told Joe when he was alive he was the greatest. And that what Muhammad Ali said to him was disgusting. And I just like to see that Muhammad said something nice about Joe. And Joe Frazier was a great guy and a great guest, and I will miss him.
We will all miss him.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Ronnie the limo driver came in and we talked about his poem that he read at the holiday party. Ronnie's still not really understanding how he insulted Howard. And then we talked a little bit about Ronnie and Doug Goodstein had a little bit of a disagreement because he thought that Doug threw him under the bus, and that turned into the whole thing. Here's how it all went down.
Now, do you guys think Howard had a right to be offended by Ronnie and what he did, or was Howard overreacting?
Oh, I think he had I think he had a right in a sense. As soon as I was in the back of the room when Ronnie was doing his speech or poem or whatever, and as soon as I heard that one line about Howard being an ass, I turned to whoever was standing next to me and I go, that's going to be the only line Howard heard. Because it was the only line I heard. This is what I heard. My boss is an ass. I mean, because it was, we played that tape today, which was kind of hard to hear. But standing in the back of the room, people are talking. It's noisy. There's that speaker system. And then I just hear a lot of mumbling. And then Howard Stern is an ass. And I knew that would cut right through everything. That'll be the one thing everybody heard.
Would you characterize Ronnie as a sloppy drunk?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when he gets really drunk, he does things he regrets. So I guess so.
Yeah, he's blacking out. I mean,
okay, so here are the things that I've seen. Again, none of which bother me. I'm sort of in the whole thing, like with Benji. When Benji was acting wacky, say 2 years ago at the party, didn't bother me. I am just noticing this. All right, the Bubba wedding was a classic. Were you guys? You weren't working with us at the time, Jason. Were you at the Howard and Beth's karaoke?
Yes,
Valentine's party
yeah.
where Ronnie took his shirt off and passed out in the King's Throne.
I have pictures of it.
Okay, that was another great one. And then there's been a couple of Christmas parties. And there's also been a couple of Ronnie's, I haven't been to all of them, but Ronnie's birthdays at Scores and Rick's that I heard have been in that vein.
But he gave a weird drunken speech at my wedding, too, which was very nice, but he was just going on and on about how I go to strip clubs and like all this stuff. And at some point I was like, Ronnie, does this go anywhere?
Was he like Zach Galifianakis at the rehearsal dinner?
Well, another thing Ronnie did today was actually walk out. If you missed it, let's hear that clip.
You've lost it. Your ego is way out of control. Dude, humble yourself a little.
All right.
You're out of control.
All right.
I'm done.
You drinking too much? Listen to me. Look at me.
I'm done.
What are you done with? What about an apology? What about an apology? Come here. Get in here. Get in here now.
No, you're not apologizing on mic. What the heck was that?
He just left. He left. He's done.
Your worst moment, Ronnie.
Why did you walk out, Ronnie?
I was done.
But you were genuinely hurt. And surprised, right?
Ambushed.
Well, I would say blindsided.
Yeah.
You didn't see it coming today, did you?
No.
But the funny thing is, everybody else did.
Okay. All right.
But I knew you didn't, and I knew that's.
Well,
I know that feeling. I've been in your shoes. You feel so blindsided that you feel stupid, and you want to leave.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to hear anymore. Just walk out.
When you went through your poem, and JD read it, you wrote it. Were you worried about that ass line and being crass, or did you think, oh, he'll know I'm just kidding around and just being yourself? I guess.
Yeah. Well, basically, if you listen to the end of it, I was complimenting him, but he doesn't get that. He just like.
Well, how is it a compliment if you say some people think you're an ass?
Some people. I didn't say me. I didn't say Gary said it. I didn't say you said it. I said some people, meaning
it could be anybody. That
media
said it.
people, whatever people that always who've made fun of him and said he was shit or whatever on the air.
The Pope.
Whatever. Then I said how everybody here loves him, but that didn't translate into his head. I guess I was insulting him and his wife, which I don't get at all. I'm sorry.
Well, the only thing he heard was you calling him an ass. I mean,
I didn't call him an ass, John.
All right, JD called. Well, JD,
I didn't call. If you read the fucking goddamn poem, John, I didn't say Howard, you're an ass, did I? I said some people call you an ass.
Well, Fred said
I didn't say me.
Fred said he had read it before. You showed it to him and told you might want to think twice about that.
He never told me to take the ass part.
I never said John was a pedophile. I'm just saying some people say John's a pedophile.
Thank you, Sal.
No problem.
But JD, when you were reading it, you told me that you thought twice about that line. You thought Ronnie may get some shit for that.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the odder parts of the poem when I did the first read through of it. But listen, I was just trying to power through it. I didn't want to. I wanted to be as entertaining as everything was made it out to be.
Do you think Howard has a right to be offended by what Ronnie did or how he acted?
I can see how Howard is offended, but I can also see how Ronnie was trying to. I can see how Ronnie wasn't actually. He was trying to say something nice, but in a weird way. I can see where both points of views are.
It seemed to me just like listen, if Howard, I could understand now Howard's point of view about it. At the time, I didn't realize it at all. It just seemed more like a roast kind of thing. But hey, some people say this, but we all love you. That's what it seemed like to me.
I think we're learning that it actually takes talent to write poetry, and that words are a tricky thing, and that it's all about how you arrange
you've heard
them.
The last fucking poem out of me around here.
You're done.
That's for sure.
You're done?
I'm done, man.
What made you decide that?
What are you kidding me?
No,
are you fucking kidding me?
Your balls get busted all the time.
Yeah,
and
but
now
this is
all
like
of a sudden you're folded up.
I insulted his wife. How did I don't even know how I insulted his wife.
I can tell you.
We can tell you that.
Because they've been together a long time, and you
10
called
years.
her his new wife.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did,
Tape,
Ronnie.
that's what it is.
That's your blackout speech.
Ronnie.
You said your new wife,
Ronnie.
and I think that's a little sensitive in the sense that he's been with her for 10 years.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie,
When you blacked out.
It wasn't part of your poem, but when you came back to give a speech,
Your second one.
yeah, you absolutely said that. We know because the reaction of everybody in the room was like, "What did he just say?"
I think you called her a chippy or something. Oh no, that's what Scott's wife called you.
Yeah. It was right before you fucked Robin Salem at the party.
That was also funny because I had heard. Tell me not to get too many.
You ask me whatever you want, Gary, because
I had heard
because this might be the last time you have me on the air. Okay,
I had heard that you said before Scott's wife got there that she better not start with me. I don't want not taking any shit from her. If she fucks with me, I'm going to give it right back to her. And then, like 30 minutes later, you guys were doing dances.
Yeah, because first of all, I wasn't the one who was really hurt by the whole thing. It was Stephanie who was hurt by it.
But what happened that she didn't give you any shit? I guess did she apologize?
She apologized to me, and she also apologized to Rachel for last year.
All right, so that's cool.
What about to Stephanie?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and to Stephanie.
So it was all water under the bridge.
See, but we didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
Worked it out on the dance
well. You guys didn't have cameras.
Now, what
that
happened?
Follow me around.
No, you wouldn't come in this morning because you were still mad at the other thing.
Now, why did Howard think you were loaded when he first got there. He said you were drunk from the
wasn't.
get-go.
I don't know. I didn't even do a shot. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know.
You were pretty drunk when I first got there.
I wasn't drunk at all, Jason, the whole night.
Well, you don't remember giving a speech?
I remember giving it. I just wanted to see. We went out to dinner the other night. Doug Goodstein and Richie and Ganji and I forget who else was there. And he started this whole thing with, "Do you remember the speech he gave?" And everything with him, he's recording on his phone. I mean, we're out for dinner. We're supposed to be like we're on vacation, but everything with him is the TV show. I mean, you can't have a night where you just sit there and have fun where it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes and no.
I understand.
Yes and no, because I think you were in here a little bit about a year ago telling me everything that Ganji ate when you guys went on that shoot in Texas.
Yeah, well, he asked me and I'm answering.
Dude, I don't care where this story's going. You were drunk at the Christmas party.
But I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, yes, you were.
No, I wasn't drunk.
You were worse than drunk.
No, I
you were
wasn't.
oblivious.
You're sloshed.
No, I wasn't.
All right, if you weren't drunk, how would you categorize yourself?
I was high, having fun.
Okay, here's a question: if you were driving and you got pulled over,
no, I wasn't driving.
Would you? If you were,
I would have went to jail.
You would have gone to jail.
But you'd be having fun.
I would have went to jail, but I wasn't loaded to the point where you would have carry me out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this guy walked out in his own 2 feet. What are we getting on this
exactly.
for?
Matt in Syracuse, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John. Hey, Gary. Love the show.
Thanks, Matt. What's up? What's your question?
No question. It's just rip Ronnie's ass apart. There's no question.
No, go ahead. Make your comment, Matt.
In fact, I think I'm ripping on Howard because I think if Howard's got such a problem with Ronnie's behavior, he continues to validate it by putting him on the air and making a big farce out of everything. If Ronnie needs to shape up, Howard's got to be the one to say something about it.
Who would have ever thought that Ronnie would be the one to take himself off the air? Like, I would have swore if it came down to it, it would have been Howard kicking you off the air.
What do you think of that, Ronnie? Do you think that if Howard were really, really upset with you, he wouldn't bring it up on the air? He'd talk to you about it off the air?
But I don't know anymore. I don't know where he's coming from anymore.
Did you talk about the party at all when you drove him in this morning?
Happy New Year. How are you? How was your vacation? That was it.
How's that new wife of yours?
Yeah.
So this literally came out of nowhere to you this morning. You didn't expect to hear anything about the poem. Did you think you would be praised for the poem?
I don't know. I thought it was halfway decent. I didn't think it was terrible.
Not like you rhymed ass was ass or anything.
It's not like I cursed him. I didn't. He claims I cursed him out, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. All he did was hit me this morning with, below the belt with everything. Didn't bring up anything like good stuff. Like the one good thing out of the whole vacation was how I got great shit on Twitter and from people about hosting the best thing of 2011. Didn't say a fucking word about that. But rather hammer me to death.
Did you really expect that he was going to walk in, flip the switch this morning? And
No. But
you should hear how good Ronnie was.
No. During this whole thing, I could have got something out of it where I wasn't fucking stabbed. You know what I'm saying?
Stabbed?
Fucking stabbed.
Did you feel he made an observation? It's not like he made it up. He didn't make up what you said. That would be stabbing you.
Yeah, I never said he. You can't win,
Ronnie. This is part of what Howard was making fun of you for this morning. You heard from a few people on Twitter that thought you did a good job, which I'm sure you did.
Few people,
and now
much more than a few people.
Why wasn't this the conversation this morning?
No, Jason. By the way, why are you hammering me now? Why are you in here busting my fucking ass now?
Oh, I'm busting your ass because you're on that microphone right there.
Okay, good. This was your part of your plan too, right?
Yep.
What?
John called me last
bring
night.
him in here.
It is never part of my plan to have Jason in here.
Right.
Never.
All right, whatever.
He actually rolled in on his own.
Whatever.
But
Ronnie's getting some good tweets right now. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm getting great tweets.
But Ronnie, did you expect?
I can imagine.
When you were
I haven't even looked, and I'm not looking.
Before you walked out, okay, Howard hit you a little bit, but did you expect like Robin or Fred or JD was in there? Did you think he'd have your back?
No. Nobody has your back. Nobody.
No.
You could be 100% right. Nobody's got your back.
But who's to say what right and wrong is?
You can't win. I'm sorry.
Is there anyone on record that will say that Ronnie was not drunk off his ass at the party?
I think he was in control. Like I think he knew.
Benji, you have a low level of credibility.
No, what I mean is, I don't think Ronnie was like we've seen like people that are completely out of control at a party.
Ronnie
that throw up or like Ronnie has to be carried out. Like he wasn't. I think he for the most. I think he knew what he was doing.
There were definitely drunker people there.
I gotta say,
but
there's in between being completely sober and not having to be carried out are many different variations.
Is there anything you did, Ronnie, that you're embarrassed about?
No.
There's one guy that was at the party that, at least in the back office, we all universally think was by far the drunkest person at the party.
I know who it is.
And that person didn't do anything. You wouldn't say, oh, my God, that person did this or did that. But if you ask me point blank who was the most wasted at the party, I have an answer.
But don't you think that's because the person comes across as so laid back and conservative? Otherwise, you wouldn't have noticed.
It was definitely part of you're not expecting it from him, right? Even though we don't know him that well. But the other point is,
Jason, you can say who it is. It's pretty obvious.
At a certain point during the party, I'm pretty sure he had no idea who I was. Like,
don't worry, on Howard TV, they'll see who it is.
Who are you talking about?
Your dance partner.
Yeah, you were dancing with him.
We'll have lots of pictures.
Tugging his tie.
Oh, John Lieberman?
Yeah. Billy and Reno, you're on the wrap-up show. Billy, you there?
Oh, hey, good morning, guys. I kind of feel bad for Ronnie in this situation because I felt like all morning Howard was playing the whole ass comment, and then even when they played the recording of JD reading the poem, they cut it off as soon as he says, oh, my boss is an ass. When I feel like it's kind of out of context when he was actually trying to compliment Howard.
Yeah, he said, though some people call my boss an ass and some say he's crass. And what's the next line?
But we think Howard and Beth are top class.
Right.
The problem was the setting. This wasn't a poetry club meeting.
Understood, Jason, but he wanted me to read a poem. He asked me to do it.
I'm explaining how the room heard it, not what was in the poem. Once you heard that line, ass, that's it. That's all people. Like, I'm just saying, like, people start murmuring amongst themselves and they don't hear the rest of the poem after that. I'm just explaining to the guy on the phone, yeah, maybe when you're sitting and listening to it replayed back on the radio, it's a little bit different. But at the party, that's a lot. That's that line. Everybody heard that.
Like,
line.
did you hear Robin's speech?
No.
Really?
No.
You sure you were there? You sure you weren't drunk?
I was standing right next to it, but I didn't really hear it.
You were screaming during it.
He didn't hear it because he was so busy yelling.
I was going to say, if you could have embodied the sentiment of Robin's speech into a poem, you'd have been fine.
Yes, Robin has 14 families.
I remember making a speech at the party, after the poem, but I said to Doug Goodstein that when we were, like I was saying at dinner, that I didn't remember. So right away, you didn't remember? Get this on. Let's get this on tape. Let's get this on tape. You really didn't remember?
Hey, can I just say Ronnie does an awesome Doug Goodstein? Not the voice, but the face is awesome.
And then he ran in there this morning. It was like, ooh, like a little old lady. You couldn't wait to fucking spill his guts.
When you were writing the poem, did the word top class come before ass, and you had to get a word that rhymed with top class?
Yeah, well, the whole thing came together.
It was ass and crass.
But do you remember like what order you wrote it in? Like, were you like, oh, I need a word that rhymes with top class?
I don't remember how I wrote. I scribble a lot.
I think he started with the line "Howard's an ass" and then wrote the poem around that.
No, I never said Howard's an ass. I said Howard. Some people.
Oh.
I never said Howard's an ass.
See, would he have been better?
Maybe you could incorporate about bass.
But that's how he liked to interpret it. That I basically called him an ass.
Now, would he have been better off if he said, Jay Leno calls you an ass, but that jackass has no class? Would that have been better?
It's still a horrible line, but yeah, that
pentameter's a little.
Look, yeah. I wasn't writing and communicating is a talent.
My paradiddle.
Ronnie, kidding aside, it seems like you get a lot of shit on the air. We all know that, but it seems like this time you're genuinely hurt. Versus other times you kind of brush it off.
I didn't do the poem to fucking insult him, and he keeps saying that I did it to insult him. So it's such bullshit.
Will you talk with him about it?
No.
Why not?
Because everything's on the air. He'll talk to me. If he wants to talk to me, he'll bring it up on the air tomorrow.
But you wouldn't talk to him about it on the air today?
No, because I was done. I had enough.
Will you go back in if he wants you tomorrow?
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know.
Ronnie, it seems the one you're most upset with is actually Doug.
No, I'm not upset with
Doug Z.
I'm not that upset with him. I told him this morning. I said, we went out to dinner the other night. And you just can't go out.
You can go out.
No, you can't. Not with you, dude. Not with you. Because every time we go out, it's like it's a fucking TV show for you.
What do you mean? You broke news to me. I knew this was going to happen today.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen because I told you. I didn't know about it, but I did know about it.
You told me 2 weeks later.
And I wanted to just see what the fuck you were going to do.
You told
and
me
right away, can I put this on my camera phone?
I got your reaction. That's what I do. things don't only happen in the studio. Do we cover you all over the place, all over the country?
But this
Is
was
that out of the studio?
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah, because that's a booked appearance.
No.
I'm talking we were out for a social dinner with girlfriends, wives, or whatever, and to you that there is no in between. It's always a TV show.
That's right. The show's always on. It should be for you
well,
too.
Then you know what?
But we're talking about
I like Doug's attitude.
you make
what?
I like Doug's attitude.
No, you wouldn't like it, Jason. If you're always the center of attention with this bullshit, you wouldn't like it.
I would love it if I was
Doug,
the center.
I don't think so.
Doug, if Ronnie said to you,
don't invite me anymore.
If Ronnie said to you,
to your
hey, Doug,
outside things.
Hey, Doug.
No, I'll stop, Ronnie. I know you're sensitive to it now. I'll give you tissues next time.
I don't need tissues.
But if,
I don't need tissues, dude.
If this came up as it did in your dinner conversation, and Ronnie said to you, "Hey, I don't want a camera on right now," would you turn it off? Or do you know?
Yes, I would.
No,
I
wouldn't.
would.
No,
and
he wouldn't.
And just so you know, the 10-second clip of video that I shot that we're talking about of saying when I took out the thing on the cell phone, I said, "So Ronnie, you didn't know about the you made a speech. I just wanted to get his reaction because I know it was going to come up today." That's it. It's 10 seconds. I won't even use it. I'm going to erase it. I'll erase it right in front of your face. How about that?
How about it? Well, I wish you. I wish the pace was more like you.
Can I tape you erasing it?
Yeah, but would he erase it? No.
But I'll show it to you guys first if you want to see it.
Hey, Ronnie.
No, I won't, Ronnie.
But the
I'll
big
erase it
thing
if
was
you
I
don't
thought
want.
which was interesting. So you say Ronnie says he didn't remember. It was like virtual. I guess what's described as a blackout. And Ronnie, you're saying you were just that was a joke.
I was saying, yeah, I knew exactly what I knew. I made a speech. I don't remember everything I said, obviously.
Do you think there were moments of it that you're blacked out?
No, I wasn't blacked out.
Well,
but what if you?
I just didn't remember.
If you don't remember certain
that doesn't
things,
mean I'm blacked out. You're blacked out. You're laying on the floor practically.
No,
you
could have a blackout, which without falling on the floor, meaning you have lapses in memory.
Yeah, I did. I didn't remember. I didn't remember saying about what you.
Right, the new wife thing. But see, that's a blackout.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, it's not remembering.
Maybe it's early Alzheimer's or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Early old timers?
Maybe it is.
That's low.
Is it really early?
Gary, is it fair
funny,
for
Ben.
Ronnie to complain about Doug always having the camera on, or is that part of the bargain you make in being part of the show?
I don't like these guys hang around a lot more than I do off the show, so I just figure I don't know what their deal is. I figure they got it.
It always winds up in an argument. It really does. It does because he's got to film everything.
This whole exchange, we're talking about this whole conversation with the video is about 10 seconds.
Whatever.
And the conversation
it's still
was
a camera.
about 2 minutes.
It's still right away with a camera. Oh, can I film it? I got to film it.
All right,
I got to film it for the TV show.
John, I'll ask you a
That's
question.
right. And we like to film you all over the place. We'll stop that if you want.
But that's.
But I'm saying
one thing has nothing to do
you're
with the other.
missing the point. I'm saying
you're missing
outside
the point.
of at your appearances, we shoot you all over the place, not just at your club at
No,
the
you
appearance.
don't.
Yes, we do. We go out. We have cameras sometimes. We'll do other things. We'll take you around and about.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But it's
And if something happens,
it's part of your work thing. We weren't working at all. Were we working at all that night? No.
I've been invited to the lovely Goodstein household on several occasions, and none of that ended up on TV or cameras.
How come?
I don't know.
But Ronnie,
so you think it's personal?
It sounds like Doug said before he taped. He said, "Can I tape this?" Right?
It's like I'm fucking Doug's clown or something.
Oh,
You're not my
personal.
clown.
Yes,
See, it is.
I knew it.
Well, I'm going to be very sensitive to it because I respect Ronnie. Believe it or not, I do. I like him a lot, and I don't want to hurt his feelings. Seriously, I'm not.
You
kid around.
didn't hurt my feelings.
I didn't do it to hurt your feelings.
It just proves how it's everything. Everything you can't, separate work from having a social night out.
But Doug, didn't you say you said, "Can I tape this?" before you taped it?
Yeah, he did, and I knew he was going to bring it up today.
Well, I mean, but
and this is Gary. Would you have brought this up if this happened privately at a dinner that you were at?
Yeah, I think I would. I wouldn't need it to tape it because my word is worth it. But I get what you were going for. I certainly would have brought it up. That Ronnie didn't remember totally.
Do you feel like Doug has you on a string in some kind of way, Ronnie? And when did you start feeling this way?
Do I have that power over
You
Ronnie?
went
I
a
didn't
little
know
strong
that.
there, John.
Yeah, I'm a puppet. Yes, I'm
No,
Doug's
he's
puppet.
not my puppet.
No, seriously. When did you start? Is this something new?
It's not new because every time we go out, it turns out to be a camera thing. What do you mean?
But isn't that all?
I don't see everybody sitting there filming you, Doug.
Doesn't that happen when anyone and everyone goes out and with work? Doesn't something always happen? Doesn't someone always bring out a camera? I just saw clips from your
Doug,
New
I
Year's
could have
Eve
brought
party.
I could have brought out my camera phone in your house and taped things that you said.
But
that was so fucking ridiculous.
Well, did Doug say
Like
anything
what?
interesting worth taping?
Doug's never said anything interesting.
What? Marlo.
Unfortunately, Ronnie doesn't remember.
All right, wait. You invite people to your house, okay?
Right.
You invite them for drinks before you're going out. So the guy pours you a drink, and then he goes, "Would like some chips? If you want, bring them out." Okay. Goes to the closet. There's no chips. He starts yelling to the wife, "Marla, we have no chips. Oh, we got some old kettle corn here."
Kettle corn? What are you talking about? I opened it that day.
No, you didn't, dude. That was it was opened already.
Oh.
It was stale.
Party foul.
Give me a fucking break.
If you're going to tell a story, tell the story correctly.
telling it correctly.
No, you were supposed to come over. We had a babysitter at 8 o'clock, and you told me your girlfriend was not getting home till 6:30. I gave you an hour. Figured you'd get there by 7:30. We'd hang out for 10, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever, half hour.
And then you offered,
but you showed
and then you
up
had
at,
nothing.
You showed up
Why
at
would
7.
you offer if you don't have anything?
I had plenty.
Don't offer.
I had a fresh bag of kettle corn.
Yeah.
I said, let me have an old bag.
All right, Ronnie,
Open the bag that day, you dummy.
The secret's out.
So ridiculous, Doug.
I know, he really got me there.
Did you realize there was such angst between the two of them?
I didn't even know they hung out. I swear to God.
No, we hung out.
And
We
we have a
hang
good
out.
time.
We
We have a
hang
great
out
time.
all the time. But you know what? It's so ridiculous. It's got to be about the TV show.
I thought I was the only one that got angry about snacks, but it's good to know I'm not alone.
I got angry because I didn't like. It was like all these little crumbs.
It's bullshit. I agree
in a
with
bowl,
you.
in a fucking bowl.
Fuck
and then
off.
he's asking his poor daughter, "Oh, would you like some?" There's nothing there. It was like little pieces,
No,
like
it
all the
wasn't.
bottom of
Oh,
the
my
bag.
God.
But there's no
So you're
bullshit.
saying-
You gotta go get a bag of
I
Ruffles.
wish I pulled out the camera.
Doug starves the baby. Is
Next
that what you're saying?
time I'm going to bring my own stuff with, so you have something
Yeah,
there.
bring some dip.
Ronnie, you're
Oh,
going to get
yeah.
upset tomorrow when other clips potentially come up that from a private party?
I think he's talking about what you
New
shot
Year's
at your
Eve
New Year's
parties.
Eve.
I
party.
didn't shoot anything.
See, I didn't. I wasn't there, but other people did.
No, but people asked me. They asked me in advance, "Is it okay?" And I said yes.
But Doug asked you too, though.
Yeah, but I knew. I said yes for a reason, just to see what was going to happen.
Oh, that was smart.
See what happened?
Yeah, I see what happened.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, there was a lot of talk about transcendental meditation. Scott DePace doesn't believe in it, although we don't know why. Gary's doing it, Jason's doing it, Ganji's trying to do it. So we talked about it and what you believe, and as always, it ended up in a fight, because all good wrap-up shows do just that.
We should start off, since we have Ganji here, with the whole TM thing. And I asked DePace to come down. I think he's going to in a little bit. But it seemed that conversation, first of all, page 69 is back. Some people are excited. Some people are terrified. I know Will and Jason are very proud of it. And they
Who does stories about them?
Nobody.
They have done stories about each other at times. But, yeah, you're right, Ganji. For the most part, it's all of us.
I like to do page 70.
But today there was a story about Scott DePace not believing in TM. But that quickly went from Scott not believing in something he doesn't do to Ganji and him not having the time to do it. And how we talked about this before, once your name comes up, Howard just seems to zero in on you. And he said a lot of things about you personally, the way you're brought up, all that stuff. And I know you don't enjoy hearing it, but I mean, let's start from the beginning. Can you make the time for this, or are you just choosing not to?
No, I'm trying to. I want to. So I'm trying to make time. What was happening? I've been doing it consistently once a day. So around.
Oh, so you've been doing it the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I've been doing it once a day. So I do it every day around like 7 o'clock at night. So I do it in my office before I leave work. So I've been trying to do it in the morning. My biggest problem is not getting up early enough to do it where it makes sense. So what was happening is I was getting up early. And I was literally just moving from my bed to my couch and then re-falling asleep. So it wasn't like I feel like I wasn't getting anything out of it. I was just falling asleep in a different spot.
Okay, so if you're getting up early, why don't you get up early, shower, eat, do all your stuff, and then try it?
Well, then I just need to get up a little bit earlier to do that. So,
but you were getting up earlier to do it anyway.
But I feel like I need to be up and like kind of like a little bit of little active before I.
Right.
Just taking a shower is not going to make me not fall asleep on my couch.
So before you did TM, you get up in the morning, right? And then what do you do?
Wait, in the morning?
Yeah, like you get up,
like before I did TM.
Right.
All right, I get up in the morning, I take the shower, and I'm out the door in literally like 30 minutes.
Okay, so do all of that, but get up 20 minutes earlier and then do TM after you get ready to go out the door.
No, true. And the other thing was a couple times where I was doing it, again, I was falling asleep, and then I was like late for work. So
don't you set a little time? They make a little app on your iPhone.
I do, but I wasn't hearing it for whatever reason. I wasn't hearing it.
Really? You're one of those guys.
It takes
Maybe TM was
like
putting
10
him
alarms.
in a trance and he couldn't hear it.
No, it takes
you.
like 10 alarm clocks for me to get up in the morning, and if I fall asleep, sometimes I don't hear it. I don't.
Did you hear they made a movie about you?
What's
The
that?
smartest guy in the room.
Gary, everything you say, whenever you say something like that, you're the exact opposite. You say the exact same shit. Yesterday, you tried to tell me how Apple TV is the best thing there is, and I'm saying
No, I didn't say it was the best
Xbox.
thing. No,
I mean,
but see, here's we're not going to turn
for you,
this.
it's your way.
We're not going to turn this into a big argument. You, quite honestly, I said Xbox. I said Apple TV is really good, and you were more like, I use Xbox. You sort of discounted what I said. You're like yours is the greatest, and my idea was stupid.
No,
That's
for me.
Because I didn't
I'm
know,
not an Apple guy.
I didn't know. I didn't know anything about your Xbox, and so we were talking about using TV and how you can watch things around the house.
Yeah.
And I said, I got to tell you, Apple TV's the greatest thing. And he goes, Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I use Xbox. He was sort of very downgrading. Yeah,
I said I know a lot about that. I've used it at a friend's house, and I think the Xbox is better. That's it.
Okay, now that you two have agreed to disagree once again.
But Gary just doesn't understand that. He thinks, he finds there's no issue with with Will or whoever making fun of me for being mildly into religion, but yet you've got a view now on TM, and I can't make fun of that at all.
I didn't say you couldn't make fun of it.
Well,
I didn't say it. Howard said it. I think it's interesting. Listen, by the way, you're not the only one. There's other people here who are, I will say, skeptical. You're just a loudmouth about it. But you're not alone. In other words, you're
not a loudmouth. I talked to one person, Doug Goodstein, about it, and then he yapped to Jason.
Well,
then yapped.
He was upset about it. I will tell you that Doug told a couple of people because
he's a baby.
It's sort of like you're trying to try out this thing.
I'm confused though. Why is Doug upset? Because Scott put it down. Doug can't do it now.
I get it. I get it. When you're in a room with a bunch of people you deal with every day, and then somebody that I guess Doug respects on some level tells you that what you're doing is stupid and gay and a waste of time and a dumbass nap, you start to you're trying to find your way to do it in the first place. Now, I know Howard would say, "Oh, are you such a simpleton that Scott DePace's opinion matters to you? Just do your own thing." But it does weigh on you a little bit. Like I know there's people here that aren't doing it that think it's dumb, but they just don't say it to me.
Can I watch you do it?
Sure. I mean, there's nothing.
Did you refer to it as a dumbass nap?
Yes, you have. You did to me, too.
Maybe. It sounds like something I would say. Yeah.
But what about what Howard's saying? How could you not believe in something that you haven't tried?
Well, I would say the same thing to him. He has not tried religion or Christianity, right? I mean,
I think he has, actually. He has. No, I think he's
tried Christianity.
No, but he's tried religion.
Well, not Christianity. Maybe that's
Christianity. You should know what you're into.
Yeah, he's into something different. Christianity.
Christianity.
Did I say it wrong?
Like 5 times.
Christianity.
That's right. That's it.
Anyway, so I don't understand. In other words, I'm just simply saying that I agree. If it works for him, that's great. But don't make me out to be foolish or.
But nobody did.
I don't believe it.
But see, nobody did. What happened was you were making Doug out to be foolish for trying it.
Doug and I are friends. I'm making.
See, that's a deflection. But you're just saying.
Howard says, "Well, you've never tried it. You don't know."
You just said, "Hey, if I'm into religion, don't mock me for being into religion." But then Doug tried TM and you mocked him for it, and you're like, "Well, that's just me being fun."
But Howard and Will do mock me for, or they did once. I'm not even Mr. Religious.
Yeah, I don't think of you as very religious.
But it became that I was stupid because I happen to believe in God, and that evolution perhaps is one of God's things.
Well, I'm having a vague recollection of this. Were you one of those guys who doesn't think that evolution should be taught in school? I couldn't remember.
No, it came up around that. I just said that I'm not willing to believe that a bang created all this thing. I think God is behind stuff, and that's it. I believe if there is evolution, I could care less if there is. If there is evolution, I think God is behind it. That's it. That was my simple statement that somehow made me out to be crazy. And I would just like to say that Howard basically said the same thing today, that since I don't believe in his way, that...
But let's get to the core of it, because I just asked you about it. You just said, hey, don't mock me for being into religion. And then I said, well, why'd you mock Doug for trying TM? And you go, oh, we're just kidding around.
Listen.
But you just said, what if, how do you know Will and Howard weren't kidding around with you for the sake of the air?
Well, that could be. But,
But you can't have it both ways.
Of course. And Howard can't either, right?
No, I'm talking about
Howard
you.
can't
Hold on.
either.
I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about Howard.
I know, but I'm talking about you.
How is Howard having it both
John, what
ways?
do you feel about it? Why don't you do it?
What, TM?
Yeah.
Because it's not for me.
How do you know? You haven't tried it.
Because I've talked with Gary and other people about it, and I respect that they're doing it, but ultimately, it's just not for me. I sit in front of I sit in front of a TV for hours. That's my TM. Okay, I get away that way.
Yeah, and I get it from golf. I don't need.
But I'm not saying I don't believe in TM and it doesn't work for people. And it sounded like that's what you were saying to Doug and others.
You were making it like John says it's not for me. Whereas what I got from what everybody said you said is you said it's stupid.
People need to lighten up.
No, but what do you think it's stupid?
I can't. To me, it's something that I don't think I could use. I don't need it.
That's fine.
And that's fine.
But do you
So-
think it's stupid?
But amongst friends, yes, it's stupid.
But why?
Would I say it to Howard or
But,
no,
but,
or
if,
you
but,
even
but I
know?
think your religion is stupid. So what's the difference in what I said and what you said?
And you've told me as much. So what's the difference?
I have not. I'm not willing. I wasn't in on that conversation.
Of course, you've said it in the past. Like, what do you believe?
No, I haven't.
Yes,
You and I
you
don't talk
have.
religion.
In this room, we've said it.
Are you a devout Christian?
No, we're not.
But I don't think, Scott. I do think it's ridiculous that you say I don't believe in it. With it doesn't. I don't think you know a lot about it, about what the purpose is, that kind of thing. But we do that all the time about every single
Thank
subject
you.
here. How many of us tried the video caddy before we bashed
Right.
how silly it was?
I pretty much saw how it worked. I mean, I didn't have to try. I don't play golf, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's ridiculous, though. If you believe it, see, you don't.
I know.
play golf.
No, hold on. I know that. I agree with Howard. This is what we're going to say. I know that
You're
you
basically saying
I know that-
tripods are silly.
I know that you should videotape yourself playing golf. I know that works. I'm not sure that the clamp you're selling is the answer.
But
it's
that's-
one answer,
that's
but
like
not the
saying
answer.
a tripod is ridiculous.
No, there are just better tripods and clamps.
But
and,
you
and
don't
you're not
want
the, and you can't
don't want a tripod on the golf course,
You
jerk
can't
off.
reinvent a clamp.
I didn't reinvent anything. I made one and brought it to a market. That was it.
So
That's all I did.
You're saying that you can call TM stupid with certain people because you have that relationship. With other people, you can't. So who do you have that relationship with where you feel comfortable saying something like that?
Most people here, but Ganji and Doug. If Will came to me and said, "Hey, I'm doing this TM," I'd make fun of him for it. Of course.
Who are you not afraid to give your opinion to? Who would you rather not give your opinion to?
Well, I wouldn't tell Howard that. I don't think. I don't think I would. I don't think I would even say that to you. Where there's
I
a
think if
different
we were
level.
riding up in the elevator and I told you I was doing TM and that was the first you heard of it, you'd probably chuckle.
Inside, I would chuckle, and then I would tell you that I'm not into that. But we don't have that same relationship,
Gary, Howard said when you first had the list of who was going to do TM, he went through every person and knew who was going to stick with it and who wasn't.
That's right.
Now, do you think were his and your assessments off? Did anybody surprise you? I guess Sal bailed early.
Yeah, he thought that Sal would bail and he thought that Ganji would bail. He thought that Jason and I would stick with it. And then
How does he know that?
Just a guess. It's not.
I mean, he said on the air that Jason's disciplined. What the hell is? Who's he looking at?
What do you mean?
I mean, what's he? 300 now? 300 pounds?
Oh, weight wise, you're saying?
I mean, that doesn't look like a disciplined guy to me.
Can you be disciplined in some areas but not others?
I mean, I guess because, maybe he just chooses. All right, I'm not going to be disciplined when it comes to my weight. But everything else I'll be disciplined with. I don't know.
Well, when he was describing everyone, he did say that about Jason. When he got to Ganji over here, instantly he knew Ganji wasn't going to do it because he can't stick with anything.
Yeah, because of my weight.
Yeah.
Like he's basing it on my weight.
Well, is Ganji disciplined?
I don't know, man. I don't know who's.
That's a no, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably a no. Yeah.
Well, but he also said, Ganji, because of the way you were brought up, you've always been coddled.
I don't understand where he gets that idea from. Well, how was I coddled? I don't understand that.
Well, I mean, I could tell you how we think you were.
Right, tell me how.
Your father ran a business that he did very well in, and you guys all worked for him, and you never really. I mean, did you have to work growing up except for him?
Yeah, I had a paper route. I worked at Roy Rogers. I worked at a department store.
Oh, that's right. You worked at A&S. I do remember that.
But you would describe yourself as just middle class, right?
Yeah, we were
He's
not
under
rich by far.
Howard's under the perception that your father was a builder who was extremely wealthy and that you're a spoiled brat.
Total
That's his
class.
perception.
Yeah, I grew up in Queens. I grew up in a shitty neighborhood in Queens.
And then you grew up in a nicer neighborhood on Long Island.
Yeah, when I was 18 years old. By then, I was already in college and almost out of the house.
Well,
so it
that's
wasn't like
college boy.
But that's definitely his perception. perception. For whatever reason, he thinks that you were the spoiled brat of a rich kid.
Look,
a rich
growing
guy.
up, my mother would buy our shoes from the supermarket, from Pathmark, in that plastic, the bin. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have money growing up. We were broke.
Don't you think Howard feels though, if Ganji didn't get a job here at a young age, he never would have gotten a job at all?
I think now that we're thinking about, I'm trying to think about things that have been said in the past, and I think the perception is that if Ganji didn't get a job in our field, he could always fall back on his father's business. I think that's the perception.
Well, I see.
Oh, so I lucked out that my father had his own business.
No, I think he
never
just
wanted to work there. It's not.
I'm not casting aspersions. I'm just saying, in his mind, he's thinking like, well, you never really had to work that hard because you always had a safety net.
Yeah, but that's like saying, like, I'm sure Howard's father could have got him a job where he was working. Everybody's dad can try to get their kid a job somewhere.
No, but your father owned the business.
Yeah, but okay, but it's not like I was trained to work in construction. It wasn't like something I was planning to do as my plan B.
I've tried using Ganji for construction. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not.
Really?
He
knows nothing.
Really? I would think that you're. See, that's funny. In my mind, he's like an ace.
No, I hate it. I've always hated it.
He was literally nothing better than a pair of hands to hold something.
Now, Ganji hasn't been able to succeed at the TM twice a day. We talked about that. But someone who has been able to do it is undisciplined Jason Kaplan.
Yeah, I heard I'm undisciplined. What's up with that?
Nothing. Scott mentioned that you're undisciplined because
I'm very disciplined. I go to McDonald's every day. It's hard to keep that kind of discipline up.
Okay.
No, listen, undisciplined would be if I was trying to diet and it was important to me, and I ended up being like Tim or Ganji, or going on and off diets every 2 seconds.
So you don't care if you're like, at what point are you concerned?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there.
Hey, can I just jump in? When was the last time I was on a diet? You're saying I'm jumping off diets every 2 seconds. That story he told was from 20 years ago.
It wasn't
like I'm on diets every 3 days.
Well, weren't you in one of our contests?
Well, so was I.
That was 8 years ago.
That was for money.
So wait a second. You want
and
us?
I only was in the contest to maybe win money.
So you're not would like the world to dying people. You're dieting.
You would like the world to know that you're not trying to lose weight. You don't care.
I don't want the world to think that I'm this yo-yo dieter and I'm not doing anything and I can't. I haven't attempted to diet. No.
Oh, okay.
Why
I take that back.
Why did you decide to do the TM? Like, what in your life pushed you to
I just thought it would help me with some more focus. I would like to be more focused. I was feeling like I'm always tired. And one of the things they tell you is you can get some more energy, so I always feel tired. And I want a little bit more focus. I feel like in this ADD world now where like I have my phone, I have 2 computers at work. I'm like constantly looking between like TV monitor, like I'm starting to feel unfocused. And I thought it would help me.
And do you think you'll be able to get up a little bit earlier and do this now that we've talked about it?
I mean, I hope so. And that's my plan. I'm trying to go to bed. I'm trying to transition into going to bed earlier. So each night, I'm trying to go to bed a little bit earlier.
Well, if you take all these
eventually-
TM naps, you're not going to be able to go to bed earlier.
They're not naps, though. They're really not, and they're not. And
they're not sleep replacement.
And they're not sleep replacement, and there's no spirituality involved in a sense. Like I don't believe in any religion. There's nothing like that.
No, I never said that there was.
I know, but I'm saying that you are just one person who thinks it's weird. I said in the air today, I find it difficult to talk about because people really think that we're in some odd cult.
Describe it better though. You get out of this and suddenly you're like, wow, let me take.
But
on
I
the
didn't
day.
say that.
Or no, I'm trying to.
I'll tell you. I'll talk about something that's. Are you talking about the benefits of TM?
Yeah.
I mean, Gary, something I talked about in the meetings. I'm on prescription medication for my acid reflux. I've stopped taking it.
Wow.
No, but that's
just ridiculous.
But why is it ridiculous?
How could it have anything to do with your physical reflux?
But it does.
Ridiculous.
So you sound ridiculous. It does.
So
if I told you,
do you think the Sarno stuff is bullshit?
So hold on.
No, do you think the Sarno stuff is bullshit?
The way Howard describes it, yes. Howard describes it. It'll cure all back pain, and it's the cure for everything, which I think is bullshit. It may help. There might be a certain case.
I'm one of them. I can tell you right now. I went in and I was told to have an operation on my knee, which never happened, and I went to Dr. Sarno.
So why can't this help Jason's reflux?
Well, it is helping it.
Well, let me just ask you this then: could it also have helped him to go golfing and relax that way? And then reflex?
I don't think. I think it would be very. There's no proof that golfing cures acid reflux.
Can I just answer for myself for 1 second?
Real quick, Jason.
Okay. I'm very stressed out. I've been taking pills since high school for my acid reflux. I do plenty of stuff to try and relax. I smoke a lot of weed. I jerk off. I watch a ton of TV, which is John's version of TM. I do plenty of. I'm not play golf, but I have my own versions of relaxing. None of them have shown any results. I have not changed my diet. I have not changed my exercise habits. The only change I've made in my life is TM, and I've stopped taking pills. Now you can say for whatever reason that's fact. That's just fact.
Maybe you didn't need them in the first place.
Okay, well, I couldn't go a day without taking a pill until a
Maybe,
month ago.
John, maybe it'll cure your diabetes. What? Try it.
TM?
Yeah.
John has a disease.
I'm skeptical of that. I will admit that.
New Year's Eve, I drunk dialed our fans.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear about, you didn't read any of the many articles on this?
There were articles?
Yeah, there were tons.
I was out of the country.
I'll tell you the story of how it evolved. This New Year's Eve of mine.
Well, how could you drunk dial fans?
You go on Twitter and ask them to give you their phone numbers.
Oh, because I was going to say, I mean, you don't have their numbers in your phone.
No, but I got them rather quickly. I hadn't been on Twitter in a while. Beth is on Twitter now more than I am. She has an account that is now verified because there are about 1 million fake Beths. And so she's on there and she always reports to me this and that and the other thing. And, I just said, I should probably tweet something. So I tweeted a couple of things, but not much. I don't like tweeting because I get so much negativity, and I'm actually sensitive.
You don't like being judged. You're now going to be a judge.
Yeah, I didn't go on Twitter to be judged. I have this weird impression that Twitter is your fans want to hear from you, but yet on Twitter, if you say anything, it seems like it's mostly
you're evaluated.
You're evaluated, and people go, "Stop tweeting. You suck."
Great tweet, rotten
bad tweet. Yeah,
too many tweets.
Right.
Who cares what you have to say?
I have friends who tweet way too much. I mean, they tweet literally. I'm going to the store now. I'm going to the, and I'm like, wow, it's a little too much information for me. But I hadn't tweeted in a really long time. But anyway, this is a kind of a weird story. So as we all know, when we left you, I signed a contract to be on America's Got Talent for this coming year.
Yes.
Where I will be a judge. And so one of the people that I spoke with at NBC, it's not called NBC anymore. It's NBCU.
Yes, it's like a university. I thought they had opened a school.
That's why I joined up with them. I see that they're no longer NBC. They're NBCU.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of a big organization, like a college.
What is that, NBC Universal?
Yeah, because Universal, I guess, bought NBC. I don't even know that. I'm so out of it. I don't follow all that bullshit. I used to be into all of it, and now I'm not.
Well, we're out of that world. We used to be in the midst of it.
Right. We're not in the midst of any
Now
world.
you're back. You're back in it.
Yeah. So, anyway, one of the guys who was responsible for bringing me in to NBC and America's Got Talent is this guy, Paul Telegdi, who I mentioned, And Paul's a British guy. He's got the accent. Hello, Howard. How are you?
I think we talked to him before we left.
We did. There were a bunch of people like Meredith R. and other people who were responsible for bringing me in, and Simon Cowell and all that.
It wasn't a single person's decision.
It was a group decision, all the way up to the highest people at NBCU. Including Steve Burke. Everyone, everyone was in on this decision. But so anyway, we went off on vacation. And
leaving the news hanging in the air.
And the soap opera that's my life. And about 3 days before New Year's Eve, I'm not sure exactly when it was, about 3 days before New Year's Eve, my phone rings. And I got that service that forwards my calls.
Yes, that wonderful service.
So usually I just don't pick up the phone. But all of a sudden it said, there's a call from, and I heard Paul. So I knew it was Paul Telegdi.
That's the only Paul you've got.
Right. And I figured, well, maybe he wants to wish me a happy new year because I'm his new guy at America's Got Talent. Who
Now,
knows?
Come on, Harry.
Yeah.
It's you.
Well, it was Paul anyway. So I picked up the phone. I go, hey, Paul, how you doing? You know, Happy New Year. He goes, Happy New Year to you. So I said, Paul, by the way, you know, I'm really glad I signed up.
So he called you and you took over the conversation.
I did. Well, he said, hey, he says to me, he gets on the phone and he goes, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I heard you were saying a lot of good things about me. And I said, Paul, who would ever say anything bad about you? You know, I'm a charming guy. I mean, what am I going to say? You know what I mean?
What is there to say bad about you?
I said, Paul, who would ever, I mean, you know, I was like, wow, okay. But
tell me some bad stuff.
I go, Paul, who would ever say anything bad about you? He goes, well, that's very nice of you. He goes, you know, I'm just thrilled. I just wanted to tell you that I knew you had said some things. And I said, Paul, you know, I said, first of all, I'm really excited about being on America's Got Talent. And if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be doing it. You know, you were very, very convincing and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, what do you think of the publicity? I think it's been fascinating how many people are talking about this. And he says, well, I'm glad you're happy with the publicity.
Oh, dear.
So I'm thinking to myself, Paul's being really weird. Like, what does he mean? All of a sudden, the wheels start turning in my head. I realize I'm not talking to Paul Telegdi.
Who are you talking to?
Paul McCartney, the Beatle.
What?
Yeah. So I realize it's Paul McCartney. I go, Paul, wait a second. Is this Paul McCartney? He goes, why, yes. He goes, you know, Howard, I feel funny saying Paul McCartney. I just said Paul. I go, Paul, listen. I got to stop this conversation.
He feels funny identifying himself because everybody's supposed to know him.
Yeah. So I said, Paul.
You're not the only Paul.
I go, Paul, listen, I got to tell you what's going on in this conversation because you must think I'm fucking weird. I said,
yeah, you two are getting publicity.
He goes, what is all this publicity? I go, no, Paul. I go, listen, and I'm glad you're thrilled.
Are you two getting married?
And I must have sounded like such a fucking asshole because who talks about their publicity?
Well, you are. You thought you were talking about this to a guy you're in business with.
Right. So. You know, and quite frankly, I was going to say to Paul, Ringo is the only Beatle that can use a first name because no one else is named Ringo.
That's right.
There's a lot of Pauls in the world. So I said, Paul, I thought you were a guy from America's Got Talent. Oh, really? What's going on there?
He didn't know?
No, he didn't know anything.
That's funny.
I go, Paul, they tapped me to be a judge on America's Got Talent. Oh, I said, you know, it's this thing I'm doing, and there's a guy named Paul who has a British accent, and I thought it was. I don't think he fucking knew what I was talking about.
He's lost in this conversation.
He didn't know. But
what was Paul calling about?
Paul was calling because he had heard that I had said some things about him. He was thinking. I realized what it was. I thought it was I was talking about his Linda's photography book. I think when I was playing the song "Ooh You," but I didn't remember what I had said or what it was, why he'd be calling me. But he was calling me with his wife. His wife I've met. They were calling to wish me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That they just, were thinking of me and they wanted to say hello.
And he had heard you were saying some nice things.
Right.
Wow.
So I can't tell you how exciting that was for me.
Of course.
Because I love Paul McCartney. I mean, who doesn't? Unless you're an asshole.
Well, as you said, who could say something bad about Paul?
Right, but I was talking about Paul Telegdi.
Well, in that sense, it was a good sentence.
So I turned to Beth afterwards. I said, you're not going to believe who that was. That was Paul McCartney and his wife, Nancy. And I spoke to Nancy for a while.
But wait a minute. Your phone said Paul.
Paul.
And he just said Paul.
He said Paul.
Oh.
And I heard a British accent. Who the fuck is going to think Paul McCartney's calling them? Nobody calls me.
Oh.
My phone lays dead.
He doesn't even think he should tell a recording, Paul.
He felt like I don't
it's
know.
not like he was talking to a person.
Right. If he had said Paul McCartney, I would have been in business.
Right.
Well, anyway.
Might have fainted, though.
I got to tell you, I spoke to him for about 5-10 minutes about various things, various topics.
He probably got off the phone and said, I'm never calling him again. He's crazy.
Yeah, well, no. Then it got normal afterwards. And we started chatting about a couple of different things, about what he was up to, and he was talking about a tour, and he is going to be doing some stuff during the year. And I said, are you burnt
You
out?
should do America's Got Talent. Maybe you'll win.
Yeah. You know what I said to him? It's funny I said to him, hey, Paul, with some practice, you could win America's Got Talent. I'm the judge. I would vote for you. I also told that to Billy Joel, by the way.
Is that right?
I said, Billy, go on America's Got Talent. You'd win. So he could probably use a couple of bucks, right? Why not?
I don't know that Billy Joel needs money.
He doesn't need money, but why not?
It's never bad.
So after I hung up, I was like really on a high. I said, I said to my wife, that was really amazing that Paul. In
your lifetime,
yeah, who would ever think that Paul McCartney would call me?
As a kid,
right?
Never, ever, ever dreaming that one day Paul McCartney would call your phone.
Right. So anyway, fast forward New Year's Eve, my wife and I were alone. We decided not to go out. And I was also, I was busy with family and stuff. There was all kinds of things going on. And so we sit down and we have some time to ourselves. And I'm talking to her and I said, that call that I got from Paul McCartney was unbelievable. I said, who could I do that for that I know?
That you could just make somebody's day.
Make somebody's day. So without missing a beat, Beth says, Marianne from Brooklyn.
Wow.
So I said, you're absolutely right. Marianne from Brooklyn has been the most loyal fan ever.
And never asked for anything.
Never asked for a thing.
The others ask.
Right? I said, and if I called her home and wished her a Happy New Year, I think she would really flip out.
Oh, my goodness.
Right. So I called Gary and I got Marianne's number. The number Gary gave me must have been old because no Marianne. I got like, I don't know. Like a doo-doo-doo. That number has been discontinued.
That's odd that we don't have her number. I mean, we talk to her almost every day.
Well, yeah, but I called Gary back and I said, Gary, if you can, get me a good number on Marianne from Brooklyn because I do want to call her. So in the meantime, I'm sitting there. And Beth says to me, well, who else can you do that to? Or something like that. And I just said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Twitter. And I'll ask people for their phone numbers, and then I'll call them. And they would like it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me, well, why don't you just tweet that you're drunk dialing? I said, drunk dialing? Who's going to know what that is? Evidently, that's a thing.
What is drunk dialing?
Drunk dialing is something you do, like when you get drunk, you call your old boyfriend or you call your old
like
girlfriend.
Richard when he called and told somebody he was peeing.
You're right. He told JD, I'm going to fuck you. Or, you sexy bastard. Whoever
Will Murray,
Will
I
Murray,
love you.
Yeah. He was calling Will. So I was just like, drunk dialing. No one's going to know what I'm talking about. She goes, no, they'll understand. They'll send you their numbers. So I tweeted that I was drunk dialing, and if anybody wanted me to call them, send me their number. Well, I got numbers.
Of course.
Yeah. So I took one at a time, and I started calling people, And like the first guy I called, we were talking we have the loveliest fans. We truly do. I mean,
these weren't the guys who write these hateful things.
No,
You didn't find them.
No, it was like one person after another was so great. There was all kinds of reactions. Some people were rather chatty. Some people were like, oh, okay, Howard, thanks for calling. Almost like they didn't put their own number up. There were some people who got very shy. They clammed up on me. And then there were just some people who were like, okay.
And these were just phone calls. You didn't record them. You didn't.
No.
You just made the call.
And after I made each call, I posted that I called the person so they know it was really me.
Yeah.
And then when I was done calling, I did a couple hours straight.
Couple of hours?
Yeah, I got to about 60 people.
Wow.
Some people I left a voice message to because, oddly enough, by the time I got to them, they were not even there. So in between, Gary gets back to me with Marianne from Brooklyn's phone number. I call her home, no answer. I call her cell, no answer. I leave a voice message on both. And then a few minutes later, I said, she's going to be killing herself.
Right, that she missed this call.
Yeah, she was going to freak out. So later on, I called her and I got through to her and spoke to her. But it was really kind of a nice thing to do. It was really
Sounds
great.
like a lovely gesture.
And then Jillian Barbary also tweeted her phone number privately, and I called her, and I called Jeff Jarvis, who was on Twitter, saying that this was, again, a revolutionary thing, that no one's ever thought to do something like this.
Yeah, so just like when you watch private parts with the fans.
Right. So this was like, and like Beth goes, why has no one ever thought of this? I go, because they're not original.
Or they're just lazy.
They're lazy.
They're not thinking.
Right. I said, now everyone will be doing it. Well, I drunk dialed for an hour, then I ate some dinner, and then I drunk dialed for like 2 more hours.
You had so much fun, you went back?
Yeah, and we just sat on the couch. The cats were in our laps, and we were dialing people and calling them and saying hello. And it felt good, actually.
Good.
And our fans were great, truly great.
Well, you know what? I think even those people who say rotten things would be great in person. They wouldn't be that mean.
Yeah. Marianne from Brooklyn.
Oh, my God, Howard. What can I say? I don't know how to thank you.
She was coming in her pants.
Oh, wait, Howard.
Where were you, Marianne?
I went to pick up Chinese food because my daughter's friends were getting ready for New Year's Eve, and my husband said it's going to be too crowded. I missed both calls, Robin. I was so bummed, you have no idea.
Oh.
How could it be that I missed Howard calling me? And then, like a couple, I think maybe, I don't know how, 2 hours later, an hour later, my husband said, I feel so bad you missed it. And I said, so do I. This is how I'm going to start my new year.
Yeah, I knew that she was freaking out.
She would be bummed.
So we just decided, like, about a half hour later to call her again because I just knew it would be like, she'd be like, oh, fuck. You know, if Howard finally acknowledged me and, yeah.
Howard, you get it. You get it.
Marianne will never leave her phone again.
I mean, you didn't take your cell phone with you?
Just to go pick up Chinese food.
Whoever calls her.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Marianne.
Howard, can I just say one thing? How bad did I sound? Was I really crazy? Or
No, you sounded great. We had a long conversation
was she
with her.
calm?
She was calm. We had a nice conversation. Yeah,
I love you, Howard. You don't know how great that was, how you made my year, how everybody on Twitter, Facebook, whoever knows.
Thank you, Marianne. All right. Jeff Jarvis. Now, this guy's fun. Jeff Jarvis wrote me privately because I follow him and he follows me.
Yeah.
And he says, call me. So I said, okay.
Like you wouldn't?
Yeah, I would call Jeff. So he had his number there. I call it. And I get, this guy does not take calls from people with blocked numbers. So I wrote to Jeff, I can't call you because you have a blocked number. I mean, I have a blocked number. And he goes, that's not true. I don't have that. He goes, you must be, you don't know how
Your
to dial.
Your drunk dialing is off.
Yeah, he goes, you don't know how to dial. So I said, okay, maybe this guy knows what he's talking about. Maybe I hit the wrong number. And Beth was reading the numbers to me, so I know I wasn't dialing them wrong. I dialed again. I got the same fucking thing on Jeff Jarvis's thing. It said, you can't get through if you have a blocked number.
Right, unblock your number.
I wrote him again. He goes, very, very strange what you're saying. I don't have such a thing.
How dare I doubt you?
Yeah, so then Jeff tried he called his own number, and it turns out he's
blocked.
He's blocked. I couldn't call. I tried.
There was a nut job years ago who called us all the time, and I forgot that we blocked. So I missed this golden opportunity.
Yeah, but Jeff was following
Oh, you didn't get to Jeff?
Jeff was following my drunk dialing. He liked it.
It was magnificent. You know, you watch Twitter, and if you just do a search on Howard Stern, right, you could see it scroll by. And there were, first tens and dozens and 20s and hundreds, just people putting their numbers up there. And some people said, my God, you're putting your phone number on the Internet? Well, we used to have phone books.
That's what I said to Beth. Beth goes, how can these people be putting their phone numbers on the Internet? I said, they're in the phone book. What do they give a shit? I said, who's looking to call them? I think some people, some guy told me he got about 20 texts afterwards and things like that. But most people sit home. They got their numbers. They're public.
But it was a great thing to watch because, not to kiss your ass as usual, Howard, but you really understand that entertainment isn't just about putting out a product. It's about relationships. And you watched how your fans were going nuts saying, this is great, and I want to talk to you. And then you saw the aftermath of the calls. There was one guy who had you call a guy named Lou who's paraplegic. Yeah, Lou. This is funny. I got one tweet. Guy, so can you call Lou? He's a paraplegic. I call his house. Now, Lou didn't know I was calling because
he was put up by somebody else.
I get Lou's mom, and she goes, hi, who is this? I said, it's Howard Stern. She says to me, look, what's going on here? My son's a paraplegic.
Don't fool around.
She thought someone was fooling. I said, ma'am, I'm telling you, I got a tweet from so-and-so. I'm drunk dialing. I understand Lou is a big fan, and I'm calling him to wish him
Did
a
his
happy...
mom understand drunk dialing?
She evidently did. So I never heard this term before ever. So I go, ma'am, I assure you, I am Howard Stern, and I'm calling your son to wish him a happy New Year. She goes, okay. And you could just tell, like, she was so nervous that I was some asshole that was going to really fuck with her son. So we got on, and I'm talking to Lou. He was a great guy. We talked for a couple of minutes, and it was fun. It was a real good time. He was a sweetheart.
So did you regret calling anybody, or
not at all?
It was fun.
It was great. In fact, even when I got a voicemail, I left a message saying that I called, and I would have called more people, but it was so tedious typing on my fucking iPad each time afterwards. The whole process took me
to do the tweet afterwards.
All of a sudden, I'm like, I need an organization to do this.
Now, some people on Twitter were saying that they weren't taking your phone calls then, so they would get a voicemail and they could treasure it forever.
Yeah, well,
I don't believe that.
After a while, I stopped leaving voicemails because it was taking too long. I just the phone rang like 20 times. I was done.
So what did you say when you left the voicemail?
I just said, hey, it's Howard, and Beth said, hey, it's Beth, and I just said, look, we were calling you because you wrote and wanted to wish you a happy New Year. Stuff like that.
So unfortunately, the attention on Twitter this weekend was that Rupert Murdoch joined Twitter.
Yeah, I saw you writing that. Who cares?
Who cares? And I yelled at somebody at Twitter and said, this is much bigger news what Howard's doing.
Who wants to talk to Rupert Murdoch?
Amen.
Well, it was news across the country. I've got about 1 million television reports here. All right, Jeff, good almost talking to you.
Cheers.
Jeff Jarvis, the author of Public Parts. Public Parts.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I tried calling him, but...
He had his phone blocked.
Jason, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Howard. I'm a Gale speaker. You made our year on the first night. That was awesome.
You got a call?
I got a call. On my screen... Excuse me, I got a bit of Gary there. On my screen, I was the third one to tweet my number, and it was painful to see Howard post, I called this person, this person, this person, and just keep going by me. And then finally we got the call. It was great.
Yeah, I try to go in order because I figure a couple of people were really bold putting their numbers up there at first, Well,
my screen might not have matched your screen, so I might not have been the third.
He wasn't skipping you.
Yeah, no, I didn't skip anybody, but after a while I had to because there were so many calls coming in. And then when I broke for dinner, that I realized that people had tweeted almost an hour and a half ago, so I had to move up a little bit because they weren't there anymore.
I was actually in the middle of tweeting a suicide note when you called.
Yeah, sure. Well, anyway, Jason, it was good to talk to you.
It was great. It was great. Thanks a lot.
Later.
Have a good New Year.
You too. Happy New Year. So as we all know, when we left you, I signed a contract to be on America's Got Talent for this coming year.
Yes.
Where I will be a judge.
There were a couple of things I thought over the break about that. First of all, you're going to be international.
That's right. Of course I know that, Robin. I am? I mean, of course I am.
They replay that show all over the world.
For all my relatives in Guatemala, I hope
They will see you now. They haven't seen little Howie in a long time. And then the other thing I thought is that, yes, on those nights that you're doing live shows,
Yeah, oh.
what's that going to mean?
Well, I've got the schedule worked out. Gary can tell you.
Well, I was looking at our vacation schedule and saying, this is odd. So I said, oh, this must have something to do with your schedule.
It has everything to do with my schedule. You're on my schedule.
I was like, what are these weird dates?
They might as well make you a judge because you're on the same schedule as me. No, here's the weird dates. There are some, like when we tape for America's Got Talent, when we do like boot camp week and stuff like that. I took the week off the radio.
Okay.
You know, because we're entitled to a certain amount of weeks off. There are those random 1 days off because I have to go around the country on the weekends.
Oh.
And so like on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be taping. So I took a Monday off here and there.
I see.
Sporadically.
Okay.
Okay. Then when there are live shows, 5 of the weeks that there are, it's like 10 weeks of live shows. 5 of the weeks that there are live shows, we're going to be off the radio, so I don't have to worry about staying up.
Okay.
Even though I still can't stay awake. They might cut to me and I might be asleep.
You stay on the same schedule pretty much no matter what you're doing.
Like there might be some really good talent and my head is going to hit that buzzer, that X, and I'm just going to be like...
Should we disturb Howard
Yeah, well, what's
and
really
ask him
weird,
what he thinks?
when they were asking me if I would do the job, I wasn't being difficult, but I said to him, like, when you guys do those live shows, any chance you could start at like 5 o'clock? Like make it a late afternoon?
Well, then it's in nobody's prime time.
Yeah, I said 8 o'clock is so fucking late. They look at you like you're nuts.
Right.
I go, but what they did was the show this year, I think, is going to be on, I don't know if they even want me to say this, but
Well, they got to promote when it's on. They want
Yeah.
people to watch it.
it used to be Monday and Tuesday. I think it's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'm not exactly sure. You know, I don't know what it's going to be, but that would be like Wednesday night show. We don't work the next day some
Right.
days, so
You'd be okay.
I'll be okay. And then there's only 5 Tuesday nights where I got to really stay up to like 10, 11 o'clock.
Really?
And then come in here.
Because
which I
of
could do.
Times that we've taken off.
Right. But most times when they do the live show, we'll be off.
Mm-hmm.
And most times when we tape, like
How long does that show run?
it's like from July to mid-September, and then there's 2 weeks off for the Olympics.
Oh, so it's not
It's not
a
huge.
long run.
The only reason I'm going to be gone a couple of weeks is that they tape stuff in advance.
Right. You have to do those trials, I guess.
Yeah.
Where you get all the contestants.
Well, yeah. And you go to a bunch of cities.
Yeah.
But one of the cities is New York, so that's cool.
One of the things I was wondering, because I just watched this interview between Oprah. You know, Oprah's back on TV.
Yeah.
They've got to find some way to get her on that network.
Yeah.
So now she's doing these weekly interview shows. Then she's going to do master classes, and she's doing some other special programming.
So why didn't she just do her show?
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to
Right.
eventually. She's trying every way she can not to, and eventually that's what's going to have to happen.
Don't you hope that network really fails? I mean, I think everyone hopes so, right? The Oprah network, I hope,
I don't know whether I hope it fails. But anyway, I was watching Oprah with Steven Tyler.
Right.
And everyone is just giving him credit for reviving American Idol.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the way Oprah carried on, it was like you gave American Idol a shot in the arm. The ratings were better than it had been in years. And,
Wow.
you know, you brought a whole new freshness. I mean, Oprah was carrying on about Steven Tyler. I'm telling you, you're going to wind up with Oprah.
Yeah, and Steven doesn't even do, like, I love Steven, but he doesn't even do that much, right?
Well, you know, he sort of says he's Steven.
Yeah.
He says those crazy things that Steven says
Right.
and flirts with the girls and all of that stuff.
I could
And
do that.
That's so Steven.
Hey, you look nice. Well, yeah,
So anyway, I wondered if that had anything to do with your decision. You know, just seeing how it's changed, America's
Steven?
perception of Steven.
No, you know what? I don't really care about America's perception of me. Honestly, I don't. That didn't enter into it. I'll tell you what entered into it. I love the fucking show. And I enjoy watching the thing. And I said, well, it would really be weird for me to be a judge on one of these shows. Like, it would just look weird. The whole thing, like, even if, I don't know if you've been following some of these newspaper articles.
Oh, my God.
They put my picture next to Howie and Sharon, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the whole thing just seems surreal to me And I like the idea of being on network television. I think that that's just funny. I just think the whole thing is funny, that I'm a judge on America's Got Talent.
Right.
And it's like the NBC's #1 show and all that.
But, I mean, the same kind of thing sort of happened when, they were talking about J-Lo and Steven taking over the American Idol thing. It was like, can Steven Tyler really judge anything? What is Steven Tyler really going to say?
Well,
is it a good idea for Steven Tyler to even be doing it?
Well, apparently, no matter what you do as a judge, it doesn't seem to affect anything because, when you think about it, Steven just says positive stuff.
Right. And he even talked about how it kills him when people don't know they can't sing.
Right.
And, it becomes apparent that they can't sing. And when they look at him and say, what do you mean? My uncle says I can sing. He said it breaks his heart.
Yeah, well.
He can't even deal with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I understand what he's saying. I mean, I haven't done it yet. But, and I will tell people they can't sing or they can't juggle or whatever the fuck they do. I'm not going to sit there and stroke somebody who sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to say, look, man, you don't have it. You don't have it. There's no shame. Most of us don't have it. I'm not sure what I have. You know what I mean?
Well, is Sharon doing the show?
Yeah, Sharon's doing the show.
Well, when I last read, she hadn't said anything.
Well, I'm assuming she's doing the show. I know Howie's doing the show.
Howie was a definite.
He's selling his house.
He's selling his house and moving to New York. He's doing the show.
Is he out of his mind?
The show's only on for a couple of weeks. But
It's not a year-round show.
I got a feeling he was doing that anyway.
I think so.
Yeah. But, one of the things they announced, this was interesting. A newspaper article came out while we were on vacation that said Simon Cowell, who is the executive producer or one of the producers, they're going to add a 4th judge.
Is that right?
For glamour. They want some glamour on the show.
Get Nicole Scherzinger. Just put her on every show.
I tell you, she's great to look at.
Yeah, well, she's glamorous.
Right. She's an idiot, but she's great to look at. There's so many things going on about this America's Got Talent. I would need 10 hours to tell you what's going on.
4 judges?
Well, wait a second. So my first reaction was like, well, how could they not tell me that they're adding a 4th judge? I started to get all worked up about it. And then I said, asshole. That's what I call myself. I said, get a grip on yourself. I said, this is exactly why you joined America's Got Talent.
Because you don't have to run it.
I don't run it. It's not my show. I'm one of the judges. They want to add a 4th judge. It's great that they didn't call me. I don't want any responsibility other than judging. If they want to make a panel of 600 judges on that show, let them do it. I want to just be a judge and do my thing.
Yes.
I'll walk in like a gentleman, give them my opinion, and go home. So I said, this is what's great about this show.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on now. They're planning the show. You have no idea.
How many years have I said to you, after a full career of planning everything I do down to my burps, all of a sudden, I'm in a position where I can go on a show and not have to worry about the show.
Well, that's what you would always say. You wanted a game show where all you have to do is host.
Like Deal or No Deal.
I'll just read the questions, they'll answer, and I'm done.
Even reading the questions might be too much.
Have someone else read the questions.
Yeah, just have me stand there and go, deal or no deal. And so, to me, I said, this is the beauty of the thing. Don't get worked up. Right away.
Yeah, what are you doing getting all concerned?
Oh, Robin, I'm a new man. I went, and you know what? And then I started to think about it. I said, it'd be nice to have some glamour on the show. A nice hot chick sitting there.
Why not?
Bring in more people to the party. I mean, look, a lot of these shows who have 4 judges, it's too much. It's too long. You have to sit through a laundry list of
that's
opinions.
my only consideration.
Yeah.
I mean, again, and I saw a lot of people's reaction was the same as mine. Now I got to watch this show.
Right.
And now you're going to make me sit through 3 other judges? I only want to hear Howard.
You know what, though? I
love Howie Mandel, and I'll listen to him.
Right.
But I don't care what everybody else is saying.
Well, I just released. You understand? I said, this is beautiful. I don't have to worry about a friggin' thing.
Somebody else is doing everything.
That's right. No, I plan on going and giving my opinion and leaving. And that's how they described the gig to me. Like, you don't have to do anything else. You just go in and you give your opinion and then you leave.
Right.
They said you do have to sit around a lot while they set up each act, but not on the live show.
No, because they get it What do they have? A couple of different stages or something?
See, you think I'm an expert on this? I assume they do.
Because they got to keep those shows going.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what goes on. Because like sometimes when they have somebody come out and sing,
Uh-huh.
you notice they move the judges out.
No, I didn't know that.
I sometimes see that. I wonder where I go.
I don't watch the show. How could I see that?
I see everything. I want to know where I'm going to be moved to.
Get out of here.
Get out. Move away. I think some artists don't want to appear to look like they're being judged. You know what I mean?
These aren't artists. These are contestants.
No, I'm talking about when they have like real singers on it.
Oh, that's when they move the judges out.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
probably need more stage.
Yeah. I wonder
Because
where
they
I go.
have dancers.
I just want to know where I go.
Stand over there, Howard.
I'm like, what do I have? Like, do I have a trailer or?
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, that's cool. Do
Well,
I get
I don't know, though.
when they do the?
I remember, like I'm thinking of the American Idol situation, and you'd always see, and even in the America's Got Talent, I'll watch some of the beginning shows, and you'll see Howie running around pranking.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're in a studio and they have dressing rooms.
I got to tell Howie not to fucking prank me because I'll kill him. I'll just smash his head into a wall. Like you don't want to fuck with me because I'm nuts.
There was a murder on the set of America's Got Talent.
He's going to prank me. And you know what my prank back is? I hit him over the head with a hammer and knock him out. I'm not real good with pranks. I'm one of those guys who can dish it out, but I can't take it. I admit that.
That's funny.
Right, yeah. Oops, I accidentally killed Howie.
I know there have been a couple of times we've pranked you if you wanted to kill us.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's not a good idea. Right. You think Howie Mandel is better looking than me? I guess he is, huh?
No.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
I'm the hot guy on the show.
But you both have look, look. Howie went to the bald thing,
I went to the hair over my face thing. Yeah, I think he's hotter than I am. He's in better shape than I am. And he's younger than I am, I think. Although maybe he's older.
A couple of years. Maybe you're the same age.
Could he be older than me?
I don't know. I thought you were the same age for some reason or other.
Maybe we're about the same age. But, yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the hot guy on the show is.
Howard, Howie was born November of 55.
So he's younger than I am by a year.
By a year.
Yeah. Let's see, because if I'm born in 54, let me just do some quick math. So if he was born in 53, he'd be older than me. But if it's 55, it's a year later. Yeah, I'm right. I know you were having trouble with that, Robin. I like to show you how I figure that stuff out.
You've confused me now.
Yeah.
Do that
But what
again.
you got to do is figure out, like 54 is an older year than 55.
Right.
See, then I know I'm older.
Okay.
But you could get confused and think something else.
Yeah, because 54 is a smaller number.
Yeah, that's the confusing part. Because then you go, oh, he's younger. He's only 54. So you think I'm better looking than Howie Mandel?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But on camera, I look bad.
What?
You know what I mean? At certain angles.
There was a picture that I saw somebody put on the internet. They were really using the picture for editorial comment.
Uh-oh.
And the headline was, NBC hires pervert. And it was, my goodness, the worst picture. You had a beard, like you hadn't shaved in a
Right.
couple of days and your head was down. And
Like those guys who live near, like, elementary school.
yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken this job.
That was the one that hurt me. I was like, look at this.
I was done with all this scrutiny. Being safely here on Sirius XM, kind of coddled and put away my nice little niche programming. Now all of a
But
sudden,
I think there's going to be such a turnaround. I see this being like huge.
yeah.
Yeah, you're going to start doing commercials.
Hey, that'd be cool.
You're going to get endorsement deals.
Yeah, I want to do like a Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Howard Stern. You know what I like? Pepsi. This shit is fucking great. It's they can. You wouldn't believe it. It's sugared water, and what we do is we start kids on it very young, and then they become obese. But who cares? I'm getting paid. You know what I should do? I should do cigarette ads. I'll bring those back. Hi.
Do it during the show.
Yeah,
Live.
I'm smoking.
Just smoke during the show?
Hey, a lot of us smoke. Especially you kids out there. We need you to smoke. A lot of jobs being lost in this country. From...
Tobacco industry, great industry.
All right. I'll endorse the most heinous product. Gary was asking me, he goes, don't you have to like go and do press with Howie and Sharon, like do press photos and the commercials? I said, not that I know of. I hope not. Like,
well, of course you do.
No, I don't. I don't have to do anything. I'm obligated to judge. That's what I'm doing. I'm going in there and I'm judging.
Now, how do you think it will be?
You're not going to do any talk shows.
If I do, I'll do them because I want to do them. I'm going to go do, maybe if I'll do Dave Letterman or something. Like I'll do that, and maybe I'll do Matt Lauer's show.
Just before the show starts.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Now, how do you think it'll be if you do the show this summer and everything that we think will happen, you'll become big and you'll just transform the show?
Big.
No, but bigger. But
well, who needs to be bigger?
I'm just saying, and so
that's what.
No, but the show becomes big.
The show becomes big
and
because of you.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lightning rod. People want to interview you.
People Magazine wants to put you on the cover, not the three of you, just you.
Oh, okay. If I have the energy and I'm available, I'll do it.
Do you think that'll cause friction with the other two?
No, they don't
Who
care.
cares?
They're so happy.
Who cares if it causes friction?
You can't
Well, because you got to go work with these people.
You got to be out of your mind if you have any kind of friction on that show with anybody, because it's the greatest gig ever.
But you guys are making it sound like
it's telling me Howie Mandel will be.
Piers was like the far and away judge of the show. Nobody really, said much about Sharon and
Sharon and Howie are going to be.
Howie.
They got a great gig. They go in, they judge, they pay. They must pay him a bunch of money. And then they go home. I mean, what is to be unhappy about? What do they care if I get noticed? Listen, I had
That's
a career.
all good for them.
I had a career before Howie and Sharon.
But it's all good. It's really good.
You're talking very logically. People don't always think logically.
I don't think
Let me tell you
Sharon's going to
something.
have a problem.
I have no problem talking sense to people. If anybody has a problem, they can come see me.
I mean, Sharon sat next to Simon Cowell. She knows what she's doing.
Right. Sharon knows how the game's played. What if Sharon comes back to my trailer and says, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Ozzy doesn't fuck me that much anymore. I need you to give it to me.
Come on, Howard. Let's have an on-set romance.
Come on, Howard. Come on, governor.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Mr. Riley Martin.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome back, sir.
Come here, darling.
Oh, this is Mrs. Riley Martin.
This is Mrs.
Welcome. Nice to see you both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Riley.
Mm-hmm.
The Coming of Tan.
The Coming of Tan.
Coming to Kindle.
Yes, of course. You can go to Kindle, Amazon Kindle, and get the book now. It's cheap. And then you can put it on your computer, your iPod, your iPad, your I do and I don't, or whatever. You know. Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
Now, just as importantly, you haven't spoken to Howard in a long while.
It's been a long time. So we go in there? No, these are my crew. That's Matt Panther. That's my white son. My white son from
Hey guys.
Georgia, and this is Ron McCauley.
He know me.
And this is my driver, Al Soprano Trabuco.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? How you doing?
Riley. So do you look forward to seeing Howard, or do you have a beef with him today?
Well, I mean, you would think that after 6 years plus on the air, that ultimately they would cut me some kind of slack and give me a little more than one stinking hour at the midnight hour every week and what have you. The show is very popular, and I think it's definitely a valuable asset to Sirius XM. And I have diligently, worked continuously. And I should think that it's about time now, simply because I don't think you'd have anybody else working for you for 7 years and don't even give them a cost of living break or anything of that nature. So I think that's rather shitty. You understand?
Absolutely. I mean, perhaps today you can really state your claim and Howard will listen to you. Perhaps today is the day.
Let's say hopefully so. I wish the gentleman well. I consider him a friend of mine. Nonetheless, he has not reciprocated to me in all of this time. And I don't know why. I may be a bit abrasive at times. But as my wife can tell you, I have the most sweetest and dulcet personality that you're ever going to run into and all that. Heavens forbid that I should say something, like, hey man, why you being a cheap-ass Jew or something like that. Heavens forbid I should say that. Nonetheless, I look forward to talking to him today, okay?
All right, Riley, good luck today.
Yeah.
Riley Martin has been a part of our show. There's a strange thing that Riley's show now has been on the channels, I think, the longest, right, out of any of
I think it was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's weird because the show now has morphed into people just calling up and making phony phone calls to Riley.
Yeah, nobody really listens to the babble about other worlds.
Yeah, nobody, I think, cares about
And
aliens.
the end of this one.
I think everyone's heard that alien story a million times. So here's some samples of what's going on Riley's show.
Here's Franklin in New Jersey.
Hello, Franklin in New Jersey.
Hey, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Franklin.
Hey, I was wondering if you were going to address all these prank callers on the Howard Stern show tomorrow, if you're still going on. And I was also wondering if your New Year's resolution is to keep ripping people off and to keep sucking Iran and Matt Pence.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I'm saying, but if that is your New Year's resolution, you keep doing that, son, but only do it with another adult, okay?
Idiot. Next call. This is Gary in New Mexico.
Hello, Gary in New Mexico.
Yeah, I was thinking, for resolutions, you should really stop sucking Iran's cock.
Yeah, right. And you should try to go and eat Carl Rose poop.
Well, anyway, so, and it goes on all night.
All right, next call. This is Roy in Texas.
Hello, Roy in Texas.
Hey, Riley. Hey, did you get drunk on New Year's Eve, or are you too busy drinking Iran semen?
No, but you keep on doing that, son. But I'll just stick to my Miller Lite beer, okay?
Idiot. Next call. This is Brad in Phoenix.
Hello, Brad in Phoenix.
Happy New Year, friend Riley. Happy New Year, Iran.
Happy New Year, Brad.
Happy New Year.
I just had a question. Do the Biavians celebrate New Year's, or is it the same way that you do, by sucking a bunch of curry?
Yeah, well, no, that's what you do.
Oh, my goodness.
So anyway, it's turned into quite the fun fest, that hour or so that Riley does. And anyway, here's Riley, and he has an entourage with him of about 6 people today.
What?
There he is. There's Riley and his gorgeous wife. Gorgeous wife. Anyone who thinks Riley can't get hot chicks is sadly mistaken. You are a beautiful, beautiful woman. You really
are. You look sane.
Yeah, and you look normal and everything. I mean, hot.
Wow, how does that happen?
I mean, I would make love to you beautifully. I really would. I would. I would make beautiful love to you. Are you 100% human, or are you from another planet?
No, I'm 100% human.
You're 100% human. And how did Riley get such a gorgeous woman like you? Everyone thinks Riley can't get the beautiful. I mean, you're a beauty.
Well, thank you, Howard. But
right, Riley? I mean, really?
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, Howard, miraculous things happen when you mess with the space cowboy.
And listen, a lot of people can't believe I got a beautiful woman to marry
that's
me.
what I'm saying.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
But I have to tell you, Howard, it was because of your show when you were on terrestrial radio.
That's how you met Riley?
1996. Yes.
Don't blame us.
Yeah.
A lot of,
How did Riley court you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing story.
actually, I pursued him.
Were you a believer in what he had to say about him being taken away by space aliens? A lot of people don't believe, you know.
You
believe.
You believe.
Oh, I did. I always did as a child.
Do you still believe?
Oh, yes, of course.
You do. Because you couldn't be married to Riley and not
buy
believe,
the story,
right?
yes.
No, I always
Right.
believed as a child. Even
He doesn't come home at night after all this and go, that stuff's a bunch of.
He's never
Well, I mean, Robin, if you're keeping up with current events, Science Channel and all this type of stuff, I wrote this book better than 25 years ago.
The Coming of Tan.
Yeah, The Coming of Tan. And they are now revealing a great deal of the things that I've already written in there, even the concepts and things of this nature, and the history of mankind colluding with extraterrestrials back down through history, all the way back to ancient Sumeria. Now, they are bringing this out now, but they didn't do this when I wrote the book.
Right. Now, Joy,
yes.
You're obviously a beautiful woman. You could get a lot of men. I don't think men were a problem for you. Am I correct?
No.
Oh, she
Not
used to
really.
model, man.
I used to model,
I can believe it. Yeah. In your breasts, in your body, I can see you in great shape. I looked her over. I mean, you look
Thank
terrific.
you.
Well, I don't blame you.
Is Riley a great lover physically? And has he made love to you? I mean,
What do you think? Of course.
He has. And at what
married
point
to
you meet him? At what point does he propose?
Okay, well, let me. Can I back up a?
I want to hear the whole
All right,
story.
No, I'm gonna, shorten it. But it was in 1996, and
Yes.
I was in it. Now, this is where a lot of synchronicity comes into place because the coming of tan. I was in a tanning bed in New Hope. No,
Be
in New
careful
Hope-
with that, by the way.
No, I know.
Yeah.
In New Hope, Pennsylvania,
Yes.
and the gal before me had your show on,
Right.
and I'm sorry to say, but I didn't listen to you back then. I heard his voice.
It's a
I was
commanding
immediate-
voice.
Well, a lot of people are drawn to his voice, but it was also the subject matter. I heard,
Were you abducted as a child?
No,
You were not.
No.
Okay.
No abduction.
So you meet him, and you
But
fall.
how does she meet him? She hears him on the radio. You start contacting him?
The story gets a little funnier too because
I'd be scared to contact Riley.
Yeah, really. What
If I was
make
a
you
woman.
do that?
I thought it was actually his telephone number. It was his publisher's telephone
Right.
number. And it turned out his publisher lived like 10 minutes down the road from me. And I said, well, let me come and get the book. But it took me a day and a half to get through because you guys they were deluged with telephone calls to get
Right.
the book. I'm serious. That was back in 1996. So
How'd you meet him?
Well, it was very difficult because
He's a hard guy to get a hold of.
to Riley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I pursued him because he even wrote in his book, I can
Yeah.
remember page 313 of the first
Wow.
edition.
Well, you really are in love. 300. Wow. Maybe you are a little wild.
It's sad.
Right.
At no point do I give my whereabouts, but those who are meant to meet me will do so at a given time.
Right.
And I kind
Robin,
of connected
please.
with him through his
Yeah.
publisher.
And so,
please do not try to ply me with copious amounts of sex, Robin. I'm telling you, I'm not that
you,
kind of guy.
you definitely go up a notch when you're seen with this woman. I mean, there's no question
Yeah,
about it.
I hunted him down.
And it certainly,
I hunted
and with
him
what,
down.
Yeah, with what you are paying me.
Now, Riley.
It was not for my money, Howard.
Right, she went
It
for
was a
you.
meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a meeting of the minds.
You cheap bastard.
Right.
So wait a
Riley,
minute, you
how
meet
often?
Riley. All right,
how
but
often do you?
there's more to this story.
I'm going to get to the story in a minute. How often you make love to her? Honestly, be serious.
Well, one of the young men was saying, Riley, you keep going up there 4 or 5 times a week. Said that could lead to a heart attack. And I said, well, if she dies, she dies.
Is it true? And I want truth today.
Mm-hmm.
You make love to her 4 to 5 times a week,
or more.
Or more. And when you say you go up there, from what I understand, the two of you don't live together.
That's right. We don't.
2 different units.
And that's because of
What is
two
that?
different reasons. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because that's why I think
Actually,
he's
that's why three.
Yeah.
Actually, three.
Yeah.
The first place that we cohabitated with had really bad energy, but
Yeah, Riley
No,
was
we're
there.
talking about like some strange things.
That's what I was thinking.
No, a lot of strange things happen in that place.
Really?
But Riley smokes cigarettes. I don't.
Right.
I have birds. I don't know if you know, but I do rescue birds.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's something I
Oh,
do,
yeah, I heard
and
something
I've
about this.
expanded.
The
I've
birds attack Riley?
Birds don't like Riley.
Tell me about the ghosties.
Yeah, we had ghosts in the last
So why does Riley have to move out, though? He's your husband. Why would he not live with you?
Are the
do.
ghosts following him?
Right.
My birds and we need our own space, you know?
Riley, as a
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's very difficult to do my exacting work with a dozen birds. talking cash shit.
They scream a lot.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah. I do
understand.
And she is self-sufficient.
I have 12. I had
She's
12
a teacher.
birds at one point.
You are a teacher.
I'm a teacher.
School
yes.
teacher.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And a pilot.
And a pilot.
Yeah, I used to fly hot air balloons. Yeah, commercial pilot. Yeah,
hot air balloon.
Did you sign a prenuptial agreement with Riley? I mean, you're going to get wiped out. You know that.
You two are really married. There's the legal.
You know what? I was almost thinking about bringing proof, but you know what?
Yeah, maybe next time bring proof.
Everybody.
Nobody believes you. I mean, you married him,
I'm
and
his stand-in wife now. No, we're really married.
and he's
Howard.
good to you. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Riley, remember some callers were calling up and they said you were gay because you live with Iran and you live with...
I never heard that.
Right. That's what I heard on the tapes. Everyone was accusing you of being gay because
Well, I
you
mean,
live with
simply because they are dunces
Right.
who think that they should do these things, and probably they are Republicans too.
It's an insult, though, to you.
Right.
I mean,
I
you're-
know it's an insult.
you're a
and what
man's
have you,
man.
but I don't screen the calls out.
Right. You just take them as they come.
Yes.
Right.
It's immaterial to me and what have you.
I heard one caller say that you swallow Iran semen and all that. And Iran got offended.
dear.
Iran got offended. You got offended. Now your wife is offended. Am I correct?
Oh my gosh.
Well, my
See, I
goodness.
won't even go there. I mean, I don't listen to that stuff.
Riley makes love to you. He's able to get an erection. Does he take any kind of a Viagra or anything like this?
None of that's kid. None of that kid.
And
The
you
day-
You know, a lot of it is more of a meeting of the minds.
But Joy, the first time you made love to him, were you shocked by the size of his penis?
Howard, I'm not even going to answer that question.
Oh, no, you have to. You have
No,
to.
I don't have to.
Riley wants you to.
I can say with
Are you big?
some type of an authority that she must have been a bit shocked.
Right. Are you thick and big, Riley? I picture you.
Oh,
by the way.
Howard.
Well, Howard, I would.
With the deep voice, I imagine big balls.
Think of what you got in Dublin.
That's sad. That ain't a lot.
right.
Is he a great lover, Riley? Honestly, and is he the biggest man you ever had sexually?
That really doesn't necessarily apply, Howard. You don't have to be big in order to be a great lover.
Right.
However, love is more than a simple marathon. Love.
It goes
A
beyond
man's
the
Joy, stop it. Sometimes it comes down to physical equipment.
A
and
man's
also comes down to-
bravado it should not be measured by
Is he a great
his
lover?
strength, but by his tenderness.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
Would you say
It
he's
goes-
bigger than 9 inches?
No,
Has he-
I'm not even talking about
Inches?
any of that. I'm just talking about the spiritual aspect.
Right. Well, you're a school teacher. You can't talk about that kind of stuff.
Absolutely not.
Right. Well, I respect that.
Yeah, and Howard, you would do well to
be
give her
inappropriate
some
with me.
type
I
of
won't
respect.
take it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, spiritually, I think he's 9 inches, at least spiritually.
No.
Yes.
You go beyond that.
So it is a marriage not of convenience. It is a real marriage, a growing marriage.
What could be convenient about it?
Right. She married me for my money.
Now, don't you think Riley complains too much to me about money? Shouldn't he leave the show if he's... Seriously,
Who else
Joy.
has worked for you for 7 years and didn't
But
get
Riley-
a cost of living nothing?
Let me talk to your wife, because she seems to make sense.
That's what I'm
She's
saying.
a smart woman.
You
Listen
gonna
to me.
tell me?
I'm going to tell you. Joy,
Maybe she can talk some sense to you.
I gave Riley this show because I actually like Riley a lot.
I know you do.
But it's not,
and I appreciate
but
that.
it's not the kind of show where I thought Riley could get on and sell his trinkets and such.
And his books.
And get some publicity for himself. If he really wants to go out and make a living off of this thing, he would have to go to a terrestrial radio station and acquire a big audience and do this kind of thing.
It was supposed to be
otherwise,
an adjunct. It wasn't supposed to
I
be
have
the thing.
ascertained that I do have a very large audience, Howard, though you would
Which
never
he
tell
does.
me.
If he does,
Though you would never tell
then
me.
with my blessing, you should go somewhere else.
And exploit it.
Yeah, well, that's okay. All you got to do is send me the pink slip and say, "Riley,
I'm not
get on
going to
up
send
the
you a
road."
pink slip. I like
Riley,
you on
I don't
there.
want them to send you.
And look, this is one thing I want to ask you. After
Joy, am I making any sense?
No. After
No, you are, Howard.
after 6 years,
Riley.
After 6 years,
Joy just said.
I'm asking you. Give me 2 more hours per week. That's 3 hours a week at your discretion.
It's too much, Riley.
No, well, my goodness. If you paid me the equivalent, son, I would be fine with the 1 hour.
You are a spice.
Yeah,
a spice show.
Yeah, the cost of living, everything.
Right.
Has going up 30% since I got here.
The amount of
so
calls.
you're hard timing me because I'm spice, right?
Listen to me.
Riley.
I'm not doing this to punish you.
Fucking cheap punk.
I'm trying to tell you, Riley. Trying to tell you, I'm not doing this to punish you. I thought it would be a fun little show. It's not supposed to be a living. It's not supposed to be a living. It's
Why
just
should it not be?
It's a fun thing for you.
Why should it not be? I'm giving information here that may save your cheap Jew ass.
Riley, are you really happy with the way the show is going?
Oh, I'm happy with the audience and everything, Robin.
You are.
Nonetheless, I would think that after all of this time, you would make it so that I could actually make a stipend that would give me a fairly decent living after all of this time, providing I meet with your approval.
Joy,
that's all I'm saying.
I like that you are able to calm Riley down. I see you keep calling Riley, calm down, calm down. Why calm him down? I think he's fun when he's on fire, personally. What does he walk around the house angry a lot about the show?
I mean, what is on Riley's mind?
I don't see that part. I walk out because I don't like all that stress.
How much of the day does he run around screaming about the show?
There are times I see it, but I'm able to walk out the door to go to my own place.
Right, thank God.
Oh, you heard my bird screaming.
Right.
That was Damien. That's really Damien.
I mean, you're a lovely, beautiful woman. I mean, you could get any guy. I mean, you are turned on by this guy. I mean, it's wild.
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't even heard what it was like the first time she met him. I mean,
yes, you have
did
to
Riley
understand
look like...
Thank you, Robin.
Did you run out of the room?
Well, the meeting was arranged through his former publisher, and I remember going to where Curtis lived, and I saw Riley sitting with
his Indian headband,
his staff,
and he was
band.
looking out at the river, and he stood up and he came over to me and he hugged me. And
I know what he said.
When he hugged me, no, it was a feeling that I have always known him. And it was
when
the
Riley
most
hugged you,
powerful feeling I've ever felt in my life. It's
really?
like I felt like I've always known him.
Riley, come here and hug me. Maybe that'll help.
Let's see how
that was
if I hug you, I got to lift your wallet, you cheap bastard.
So
yes, right.
No, so it's.
You're saying you hugged Riley and you felt like
he hugged me,
right. Well, that's what I
and
figured.
I just felt like I've always known him, or I felt like I've known him.
When a feeling is that powerful, I imagine it doesn't take long for him to seduce you, which I'm jealous. I mean, I can imagine making love to you is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you guess you never left him once you
I didn't.
got that hug.
Oh, he wasn't letting go of her. Let me tell you, she's got a job.
Otherwise, she's made her bones. She's been up and down the road.
I've been up and down the road with him.
What does that mean? What are the bad times? What is the worst?
We have slept in four-star hotel. Then we have slept in sleeping bags. Ate pork and beans from the can. Caught fish from the river. And on top of that, if some guy tried to jump me, they'd have to kick her ass too.
Right.
Yeah.
And things like that. So she has measured out.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And therefore, I've grown to deeply love her. She's sweeter as the day go by, kid.
Do you have to give part of your paycheck to Riley? Because, I mean, he doesn't make a great living. We know that. He complains about it all the time.
We haven't worked out where it works. He takes care of his, and I take care of mine.
I see. Well, that's fair.
Because my birds are very important to me.
Riley's like, get rid of the birds. Let's eat them, and then we got more money.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, Riley?
Eat those things.
Those birds are gangsters.
No, I do rescue birds. That's important to me. I've always had a love for birds.
But I'm just saying, Riley probably sees it as a money drain. I mean,
and Howard, I rescued 2 cats. You should approve of that.
I do
That's right, and we have 2 rescue
they're
cats
both gangsters.
Right.
Oh, they're gangsters too.
Right. So what it is true love, because as Riley points out, you're not after his money. He knows you really truly love him.
Absolutely. It's
Look, kid, that is worth more than all the treasure and the gold on the face of the
Why are
earth.
you screaming?
Why no children? Why no children?
Oh my gosh, I'm
Wow.
past that age.
You are?
I'm almost 59.
Yeah, but you married him. You were a young woman, weren't you?
Yeah, but it just
You didn't
wasn't.
want-
We haven't been married that long.
Yeah, you didn't want
No.
kids with him?
Did you have kids,
No.
Ronnie?
But
Yeah, he had his own children.
no, I
and it
have
just
children.
wasn't-
Yes, I have children.
They're my children
Howard,
too.
for some reason,
Go ahead.
women do not age when they're with me.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's probably
they
your whole
age
alien
gracefully.
past. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Yeah. That's very lucky. Yeah. Well, anyway, listen. Riley.
I bought my white son with me.
Your white son?
By the
Black
way,
Panther.
we should point out that
And-
your wife is a white woman.
Yes, and Eron McCauley is here also, the great Eron, my co-host.
Right.
And
how is living with him? Is that fun?
You live with Eron.
He does.
Yeah. Well, otherwise, Eron says what he means. Matt Panther says what he means. I say what I mean.
It's a house full of people who say what they mean.
Yeah, say what they mean. But it's like
no wonder Joy moved out.
Yeah, it's like we get along.
Too much
we
talking
get along.
in that
But
house.
one time,
By the way, what do you guys mean?
in the old house,
right?
Joy, one time I went to her bedroom and opened the door because I'd be working late.
Right.
And here she is, this high off the bed, man.
Now, honest to
What?
God, no.
I crossed my heart.
You're saying that
You know
Joy
what?
was
She was
off the
levitating?
levitating.
My bed was levitating, and a lot of strange
Joy, do
things.
you remember levitating?
Yes.
You do? You mean your husband walked in the room, Riley?
I was calling because
Ah,
it
she-
started out with my.
Joy, never mind that. When Riley pees in a bucket, what is that like for you as a woman? Do you say to him, Riley, for Christ's sakes, use the bathroom and stop pissing in a bucket and a jug? Do you ever say it to him? Seriously.
Well, he's discreet about it.
He is?
Covers himself.
But for a woman, that does not.
Why do you do
Riley,
that?
Riley, for God's
son,
sake.
son, if you ever find anybody
As you get older,
who
Howard,
loves
these things
you,
happen.
for more than your money,
right?
And I hope you have.
I hope so.
Then you will understand life,
right?
Instead of because you got 42 rooms and all this shit, and you're keeping me in the shoebox if you can, you dirty bastard. Then
my
all
fault.
of a sudden you're going to
Why are you keeping Riley in a shoebox?
dictate the nature of what actual love is. This is love.
You mean because your quarters are small, you have to pee in a jug in front of your wife? I don't get it.
No, this is love. No, the last
usually not
place
there when
where
he
I
does
had to
it.
climb a flight of stairs.
Now,
I moved
now
now.
the new place doesn't have
So
that.
you
so now
don't
he
need
uses
the
the
jug?
bathroom.
He uses the bathroom?
He moved his office, and it's a
Joy, will you ever walk around nude to excite Riley? Are you that type of woman where you're free with your body? Are you a hippie kind of woman? You know what I mean? And you'll just walk around naked?
No.
You will not. Will you ever do anything to please Riley, like go out of your way and give him what he wants, no matter what?
What
or-
does Riley want?
Yeah, what does Riley
What
want?
does Riley want?
What do you want, Riley? Does she-
Sexually.
Is there something she doesn't do that you want?
No, I would say, actually, I would say, darling, it is a fine day for me to touch the soul of your lovely spirit, get naked. You know, like that.
What when you guys are lovers though? Is there any romance? Because you guys have been married a long time, or is it just like let's get it over with and do it, and then we're done?
No, Howard.
We had a lot of good times
If
on the
when
road.
you get to the point
Yeah.
where making love is no longer a spiritual, a deep, loving treat,
right?
Then quit.
Right. Good advice. Good advice. Yes, Gary. Yes.
Jason was telling me an interesting story. I guess he went out to the house once, and he said he was sitting around talking with Joy and Riley, and they were walking around, and there were some pictures on the wall. And I said, what are these? And Joy goes, oh, these are representations of the children that Riley has had with some of the Biavians.
Oh.
Her stepchildren.
Who drew those?
Oh, I've done it. In fact,
that's
hey,
right.
Howard,
They were in the-
Howard, tell the listeners to go to Amazon and buy my Kindle book.
Yeah. Now
You're
the
in
coming
Kindle now.
the coming of Tan
The
is
Coming
now
of Tan,
on Kindle.
Yeah, on Kindle.
So you can get it electronically, your book.
Yeah, yes, you can get it electronically now, and it's cheap.
And if I go to Amazon.com, I write in the coming of Tan, and it'll come up, and then I can order it.
Just go there and say Riley Martin.
Riley Martin.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
it'll come up.
Well, that's simple. I
Yeah.
mean, that's it. There's a man on the phone who claims he is the real Riley Martin and wants to speak to us. Let's talk to him. Okay, Riley, go ahead.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I got to tell you, son.
Go
your
ahead.
act is a piece of shit.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, listen.
In fact, be so kind to stay the fuck out of my face forever, you sorry motherfucker.
Riley, whoever you are, I'm sitting here with the real Riley, so I don't know who you are. I said I don't know who you are. I said I don't know who you are. How many times I got to say I don't know who you are? All right. Thank you, Riley. Right. I think you're the real Riley, for whatever it's worth. Yes, Riley's book, The Coming of Tan, is now available for download on the Kindle. For more information, you go to RileyMartin.com.
Right, and Howard, of course, they can always go to RileyMartin.com and get the hard copy.
That's right.
And what have you, RileyMartin.com. Also, they can Twitter me. How would you tweet?
You tweet.
You can tweet me.
We'll leave that up to your wife.
Use Riley L. Martin.
Right.
And also, there's a great deal of film of me that before I even met you on YouTube now.
Really?
And what is going on with your teeth? You've lost a few teeth since I last saw you. What's going on there? Are you not receiving dental care?
He is. Yeah, I'm receiving dental care, but it takes time, and you got to come up with some kind of money.
It's all my fault. Everything that's going wrong is my fault.
What I'm saying is, Howard, I should think that by now you should make it so.
Go ahead.
That I can actually keep up with the cost of living or something of that nature. I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not deserving of.
Right.
I believe and truthfully believe that I'm a valuable asset to Sirius XM.
Well, I am going to go speak with Tim about this immediately.
My goodness.
It's really up to Tim, and I'm going to sit with him and make my recommendation.
If it's up to Tim, he will never do anything.
How are you getting along? How are you getting along with Tim?
I've never been able to talk to Tim because he talks to me like some kind of a house jigaboo or something of that nature.
He talked to you today?
Well, I mean, I know
thank God Joy is here.
He's polite under these circumstances.
Did he talk to Riley like a house jigaboo?
Well, something of that nature.
No. All right,
he's telling me, we don't have any money. When what he would pay me is less than what he would pay the boys down to the bathhouse.
Right.
That he goes to.
You think he's going to gay bathhouses?
He's down the bathhouse with them boys up in there. Probably.
Well, Riley,
bonbons, too.
Riley, it's always fascinating to be brought into your world. I know you've had your ups, and I know you've had your downs.
Yeah.
Some of the guys said when tough times, you had no air conditioning in the summer, and you had fly strips all over your apartment.
Yes, he did.
And it was right. He does. Is that hard to take, Joy?
What, was that because all the windows were open or something?
Right.
I don't know, but that was the old place.
Right.
He's in a new place
anyway.
now.
Even the cats didn't like it. They sensed something was bad in there.
Right.
So,
Riley, you've had your tough times and you've had your good times.
Right. You could make it better, Howard, is all I'm saying, man.
Riley,
if
I've
it's
made
possible,
it.
give him more hours.
Make it so.
Can I just say something, Joy? Because you seem to be rational.
Yes.
Listen, the idea of giving Riley a little show on here was not so it would become his occupation, but that he could introduce him to the audience in a way where he'd be on his own.
He'd have an outlet.
An outlet to sell his products and things.
Okay.
And, that would be a part of his business, not his business.
He's not a radio guy per se. He hasn't gone out on the road and proven his act, which I recommended that he does if he wants to make a career out of this.
Well, he's working on that, Howard.
Right. And I want him to do that. And I do appreciate him, and I love having him a part of this.
I know you do.
But it's not like a business for him here. It's a little promotional vehicle. It's a free infomercial.
All of the rest of your personnel that's on every day, they're radio people, and I'm not.
No, listen. I gave you a radio show, and you do a fine job. You do a great job. I love you. I was hoping this would parlay into something for you.
Truly, he does.
I'm not trying to keep you down. I'm trying to help you. Who else is giving you a radio show? Nobody on the planet. But I don't get a thank you, Joy. I get a fuck you. That's what he does.
I thank you, Howard.
He won't thank me.
And you know what? I think I'm the buffer here for Tam and him.
Like you profess to do.
Yes.
Then you would give me an opportunity to at least make minimum wage, you cheap bastard.
No,
But who else is giving you an opportunity to make anything?
Otherwise, look.
Well, what Riley says he's working late into the night.
I have
work
information.
doesn't pay him
Robin, I have information. I have information that's implementary.
That's the job he ought to quit.
I have information that's implementary to the listeners, to the people of this world. And if you were not so busy rubbing snake oil on your ass
no. Riley.
and trying to be cutesy fool and riding on the boat with them white boys, bitch. And then you would be able to check
it always
some
becomes racial.
Yeah, check some of the information. You check some of the information and see that it's bearing fruit over the years since I wrote it.
Riley,
and therefore, it may be implementary for you to listen to something that I say because somebody knows something about something, Howard.
But Riley, you do have a great following.
I know,
and I gave him that.
And you know what? Work with it. And because
Thank you.
you have to remember, you are here to get the message out.
Joy, if you work for me for 7 years, which will probably shortly be terminated, if you work with me for 7 years, I would give you something.
Okay.
You understand? More than
good point.
Chump change.
Good point.
And on top of that, the young man today, I told him I had to take my wife off work today.
Where's Tim? Wait, let me see if I can get you some more money. Riley, let me see if I can get more money.
He didn't even agree to pay the parking. Nothing.
Nothing. All right, Riley, let me see if I can. Hey, Tim. Christ. Hey, Tim, can Riley make a decent wage around here?
Hey, man, why? Well, look, ask him, can he find in his great magnanimous heart another couple of hours a week somewhere?
Can't you find in your great magnanimous...
Where is Tim? You're screaming and carrying on?
He's drying off from the bathhouse. Right. Yeah. Tim, why are you so fucking cheap, man? Why are you treating him like a
jigaboo?
Right.
I'm just saying that after all of this time,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
If indeed I have come up to measure.
Has he measured up?
Has he measured up
for much of the garbage that you've been putting on?
Right, let me handle this. Has he measured up?
He's done a great job for us.
He has.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Can we get him a few more bucks?
All I have is, it's a 1 hour show, Riley, and we talked about this 1,000 times. It is what it is. We pay, a flat rate for an hour-long show.
Well, give me 2, give me 3.
We don't have additional hours. I don't have it.
So what's so important that's greater than the Riley Martin
You're
show?
saying knock off something else.
My reruns.
Not necessarily. What I'm saying is that
Riley, my
you're filling it up with rerun bullshit.
Yeah, my reruns.
But that means
my goodness,
that's why people tune in.
How would I love to listen to you?
Over and over
after
again.
72 hours, it wears kind of fucking thin.
People like it. I mean,
I understand that.
What did Joy just say? Joy, what did you just say? I missed it.
Well, work with what you have. You have to do with what you have. For example,
hear what Joy said?
The hospital that I work at, I'm a teacher. They're closing. I have to be replaced.
Why don't you go home with Tim and make sure he don't never.
Now we're talking.
Sounds like Joy's in love with Tim.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's go.
You have to understand, I'm giving up driving 10 minutes and having to drive an hour and 10 minutes to my new job now because Governor Christie's closing down our hospital.
She's working with what she has. I admire her.
I understand that.
It's politics.
I understand
and it's money.
And Riley,
you have to work with what you have.
Howard,
Riley,
believe
the woman is a saint.
Believe me, you could find another couple of hours.
We don't have it.
And Riley, I send people out to your house to do the show. We make it as easy as humanly possible for you to do do the show.
I love you.
Nobody else gets that.
I wish I could work from my couch. I would be so happy.
Hey, Riley.
There, you're still.
Did you hear what?
Here, there.
Riley.
Did
you hear what Joy just said? She wishes she could work from her couch.
Oh my God! It would make my life so simple.
Did you hear what she just said?
In the background, but no. But you know what, Riley? You have to understand. What you have is a great audience, and this will snowball to proportions you can't even imagine.
Right.
Don't you know I'm here as a buffer?
I'm going to talk to Joy from now on.
You are the one who should be working for them.
Right.
Well, maybe I
you
can
are the
do your
ones
show.
who should be working for them.
I can't do your show.
I got to say, Joy, you are a lovely woman and a powerful force. I mean, you have a positive attitude because you say, hey, you got a little opportunity here. It's an hour, I know. Yeah. Work with it.
And for 7 years.
That's how you do it.
You've
That's
only
how a lot of people make it
about this opportunity.
I tell you.
That's how you started out. You worked with it. You had.
I'll tell you what.
That's
Riley.
I know your history.
This woman, you found an angel. You found an angel.
I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware of that, Howard. You understand? Nonetheless, I will, should she desire, buy her a bus ticket to Kansas, which is far as I can pay for, but
like
with what you
Kansas.
cheap bastards is paying.
She can only get to Kansas.
Joy,
That's as far as you can go.
are your breasts natural or implanted?
No, I'm natural. Everything.
Fabulous. D cup?
No,
C.
Howard. I have
Beautiful.
not had any plastic
Beautiful.
surgery. No Botox.
Nothing.
This is me.
You're gorgeous. Well, obviously everyone is taken with Joy. Even Hate Man is on the phone. He wants Joy.
I don't know.
Boy,
Hate-
here we go. Yes, Hate Man, go
Who's
ahead.
Hate Man?
How you doing, baby?
Oh boy, here we go. Do you get this a lot, Riley? Do you get men hitting on your wife because she is beautiful?
Well, no, this is her first time.
This is my first.
Actually
time.
coming out here and
Right.
what have you, and
Because it's 2012.
Right.
And
2012, are we done?
Are we done, Riley, in 2012?
Hey, Howard, I'll know about the middle of this year. About
Joy
what to
says
tell
no.
you.
Joy says we're not
No.
done.
The future is constantly changing. Every second, every nanosecond.
I sense Riley's getting annoyed with you because he wants to be the
I'm
guy
very
who predicts.
positive. I see the glass
Well,
half full.
Well, I'm trying to learn more than I know. However, this shit is getting very flaky here on this planet.
I know.
From every aspect here.
Joy says we're fine.
Yeah,
well, I'm trying to put out the positive vibes to.
Not Riley.
He's into the scare
Well, then,
tactics.
no,
He's
I'm
scaring
not.
you.
I've never used scare tactics.
When you started going
Yeah.
out with Riley, how soon did he give you one of his symbols that he draws? Did he give it to you
Oh
right
no!
away?
Yeah, I.
Or did you have to earn that? Like, kind of like.
No, I paid for mine.
You
the
did.
first
You
time.
did.
Yes.
Holy
Yeah,
mackerel.
no, that's before we actually
I thought-
connected.
yeah,
Actually, before we met.
I thought
Yeah,
I
that's
should
what-
give her the glorious opportunity of paying me like Robin did not.
Right. Well, let Riley, you're a fascinating man. We could talk all day. But, if the fans want to find out more about Riley and want to find out about his life and his experience,
Go to RileyMartin.com.
Riley's book, The Coming of Tan, is now available for download on the Kindle.
Right.
This is exciting news. And for more information, go to RileyMartin.com. Riley, I want to thank you for coming in. I know it's a schlep in from where you live. I'm sorry there continues to be ongoing negotiations with Tim. I'm going to get on that.
There are no negotiations.
It'll
the guy
work out.
just simply refuses.
He's like a block of
It'll
ice.
work out.
I hear what you're saying. Joy says it's going to work out. I agree with Joy.
Well, Riley's been making the same argument for 7 years. You'd think he'd have finally said, there's nothing that's going to happen on that end, so I have to have another strategy.
Right. No?
Well, no. What strategy is there other than trying to find some type of piteous humanity amongst you wretched
scoundrel?
Wretched scoundrel.
Are we the only game in town?
Yes. Yeah, it kind of appears we are. Believe me, Riley would be right out of here if we weren't. Riley, you do have things to say. That's why I'm glad you're on the channel. I'm glad you're telling people about the planet and what is happening. I may ask you just to be your new theme song.
And I speak only what I
can't hear you. The birds are too loud.
Only what I truly believe, Howard.
That's only one bird. You should try 12.
That's all right. Let Riley try it. Joy, you are magnificent.
Oh, it was a pleasure meeting you, Howard.
Lovely,
I
lovely
was
woman
waiting
and
for
a
this
saint.
moment. Thank you.
Or it can't be easy living with Riley because he is a very
Well,
strong...
that's why she does that.
Right. Oh, that's right. You don't live with him. I forgot.
We're right next door to each other.
Right.
Though.
Well, okay. Close enough.
That makes a huge difference.
And let me tell you, please tune into Riley. All jokes aside, the man has information.
He does.
There's a reason Joy is with him. There's a reason Iran is with him. And there is reason he has a huge following.
Yeah, now my son, Matt Panther.
He's your son?
Yeah, well, I call him my son.
Okay.
I wish Tim would at least hire him also to my forum because the guy is quite brilliant. My goodness.
Well, I'm going to get
Robin,
on
I see there are a number of people on your show. When you do your show, there are a number of
They're making
people.
as much money as Matt
Right,
Pinter.
they're making the same amount as Matt Panther.
Trust me.
All
There's a
things
lot of
in due
people,
time.
a lot of
It'll
angry people running around here.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Riley's book, The Coming of Tan. Go get that on Kindle. All you got to do is go to Amazon and download. Just put in Riley Martin. You'll see what to do. And there's always RileyMartin.com for all of Riley's products and things. Joy, you are a joy.
And tell them to get their symbols, Howard.
The
It may
symbols-
become
Let me handle this.
implementary.
Let me handle this.
Okay.
What Riley is saying is, when the shit hits the fan, part of my language, Joy, you cannot get on the mothership without a symbol. That's it. If you want to leave this planet and go
when
to somewhere,
all hell breaks loose.
and it will break loose, if you're not holding a symbol, it's the same as not having a ticket into the movie theater. Am I correct?
Yeah, you got to have the symbol, but it's not because we wouldn't wish that everyone on Earth could come.
Not everyone can
come. Yeah, there's only a finite
What about all those
number.
animals? You know, I'm not going to go without taking my kids.
You can take
and all the other people that feel the same.
Did you buy a ticket for them? Did you buy a symbol for them? No. So fuck them. They're not going anywhere.
The animals have to have symbols too.
No, but people have bought for the animals. But you can bring
I'm not gonna go without my
one
kids.
animal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can bring an animal.
One animal.
So we're all going to be in the mothership
One
with
pet.
horses and elephants and.
Well, no, there's going to be all of that. All you can bring is, let's say, a cat, a dog.
Well, what about all the other stuff that left behind
Well,
on
my
Earth?
goodness.
You can't leave
Look,
all the
planets die.
You can't leave all that
Species
stuff
die.
behind. No.
Joy.
Whole civilizations
You can't live
die.
the fauna, the beautiful
Yeah.
fauna, and the animals. No.
Oh, they've got the DNA of
right,
everything.
they
that
have
can
the-
reproduce
Is this
it
what
for
the
you.
dinner table conversation sounds like?
Now we've
Joy,
discussed this
Riley,
for 8 hours at a time.
Yeah, but Joy, it's not up to Riley. Riley doesn't decide.
Yeah,
this.
let's set the
That's
bomb
right.
off, but we want to save all the elephants. Shit. We're not trying to save ourselves from the inevitable Armageddon that's coming down upon us.
Joy, what he's saying is
one
animal.
2012. If you add those numbers up,
Supposedly
they add
they
up to
have
7.
The DNA.
We have opened the 7th seal.
Okay.
What is the Seventh Seal? Isn't that a Demi Moore movie?
Yeah, that was she was.
Yeah, that's the end of the world.
Who
plus
opened the Seventh Seal?
That's a Demi Moore
She was
movie,
Demi
and
Moore
the
was
end of the
in it,
world.
All right, so you're saying the end of the world is coming
I'm saying
2012?
that this is a time
right.
when ultimately the 7 will be lucky for us, or it will be the opening of the 7th seal towards Armageddon destruction.
Don't you
there
know?
are so many things coming down that is not made evident to
Is
the
there a
average
way
person.
that Joy